Totes.
We're back.
Just the tip.
And we are back.
Just the tip between the plates.
And we're live.
Hi.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Hi. First off, thank you, G and Michelle, for the amazing raid. And welcome, raiders.
Hi, fans.
We cannot promise you Sean Bean tingles, but we can promise you, apparentme, tips
You're
between
the
the
DM.
plates.
This is all made up. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right,
Coward.
let's put it this way. I won't give you...
Oh!
I mean, you might get Eugene tingles.
All right, I'm going to hand him like 2 seconds notice if you're not going to put tingly Sean Bean in here.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Hi everybody, we're Some Other Heroes. We are queer Dungeoneers playing a homebrew game of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons set in a world of floating islands, sky-ships, strange magic, and increasing number of mysteries.
Increasing number of stabbings.
Yeah.
My name is Chris. I use he, him pronouns, and I have the honour and joy of being the main storyteller and DM for this, our main campaign. With me are my 3 regular cast, who... What did we do? We did the D4s last week. Should we up it to a D6? Everybody roll a D6 for me. Just make sure your dice are ready.
Is this to work out if Rock dies again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oi.
All right, cool.
5.
3.
1.
So, Wayne, what was yours?
5.
5. What, 5? You rolled good, my friend. You...
It's on my shiny new dice that I got for my birthday.
Yeah.
Yes, so awesome. You can choose who goes first.
Charlie, go first.
Theo doesn't go first.
Oh, there would have been another stabbing.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Charlie. I use she, her, and I am playing adorable and not internally bleeding Aisling the Warlock Satyr.
Not
All her
internally
blood is
bleeding.
inside.
As
Yes.
far as we know.
That's true.
Dear. Amazing. Who rolled next highest?
I got 3.
You got 3.
Charlie.
Who would you like to go second? I love this game.
Wayne.
This is great.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I am Wayne. My pronouns are he, him, and I shall be playing the soon-to-be-deceased Dragonborn, Rock, whose pronouns are also
Rip.
he, him. Oh, yes, I beg your pardon. Soon-to-be-deceased yet again.
Dead 2.0.
Who, as we mentioned just before we came on air, has just taken the tip between his plates.
Just the tip, though.
Just the tip. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Yes. So, and I think Theo should go next.
You think Theo should go next?
Yeah. Totes.
Theo, you can choose yourself.
I nominate Wayne.
Hi, I'm Theo. Wait, now you're really confusing me.
Oh god, no.
Hello, I'm Theo, and I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing the as yet not stabbed Eugene, who is a wizard.
It's almost like they're all daring me today.
Try it.
Try it.
Armor of Agathis, real quick.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard to stab Eugene. His AC is
Your ace
not
has
high.
got higher.
Soft boy.
Awesome. We have a couple of shout outs before we get going. First off, if you are not following Top Banana Art, get on that.
Why not?
Now. They are in the chat. You can just click on and give them a quick follow. They do wonderful, chilled yet chaotic art streams with the wonderful Michelle. They also play retro video games and some more modern ones as well. Yeah, it's always fun. G is such a wonderful character, really warm, and we love sharing this space with her. And I always love popping through to the streams when I can and just chilling out, drawing along, or sometimes watching G have a meltdown when she's done the same dungeon 15 times in a row.
Hey, we can all relate. Jeez.
Completely relate. Yeah, G's amazing. So is Michelle. Michelle, Feline Trickster in chat, is also one of our 2 mods. The other being Bespectacled Man.
I'll fuck you up.
you guys don't, because you're all lovely, and we know that you're all here to have a good time and enjoy each other's company and have a laugh, mostly at our expense, which is all wonderful and fun. But sometimes bad people come in and they try and sell us stuff we don't want, or they're horrible to us. That's what we have mods for, and they have big
they
hammers.
stab us.
So when they fuck around,
Can the
other
mods
people
sort
find
out the stabman?
No.
The Stabman.
Dear. Our friend Hedge is here from Misadventurous League. If you do not follow them, you should give them a shout. They are a sister stream on Twitch. They do other TTRPG stuff. At the moment, they're in the middle of a Vampire the Masquerade campaign with some wonderful characters who take the dark and bleak world of Darkness, tell an amazing story, and have absolute fun and laughs doing so. Even if their characters are not always having the most fun in the world,
they always look fab too. By the way,
they always do. They cosplay up for that something fierce.
Sickening.
I know it's God's gorgeousness.
Do you like cake? Do you like Dungeons and Dragons? We can't see any reason you wouldn't. Do you like those two things together? Well, our wonderful friends at Dice and a Slice have their ongoing podcast Dungeons and Dragons adventure powered by baked goods. Join our wonderful friends as they continue their maritime adventures through a piratical world with curses and gods and all sorts of weird and wonderful. I think their next episode is out tomorrow. I could be wrong because I'm a little out of kilter, but it's coming soon if not. They do a wonderful job. It sounds beautiful, and the storytelling is French kiss, chef's kiss. So just give them a lamb. I think I've covered everybody.
Yep.
Cool. In which case, that all said, shall we jump into the titles? And we're back.
Shablam.
I don't know.
You're the ones who let us in here.
I know. I never regret it. That's the thing. I just enjoy it. Previously, on Some Other Heroes, our friends, the Chosen Past Kick, are on an adventure in the Golden City, the home of the elves, New Doan. They have been investigating, getting to know Eugene's family, the Zillmans, find out a little bit about Eugene's history, family history, a little bit about the politics of the city, and unwittingly, in trying to gain favor from the court who run the city, the Eternal Court, have been charged with attending to rumors of strange dragonkin around the edges of one of the islands that New Doan protects. Traveling to the island, a place called Mardan's Torch, they found a cute, quaint town run by goblins primarily, but with elves and humans in equal abundance around them. They met with a representative of the Empire, one Marsil Solgrax, who was very keen, has been trying to see Rock since Rock arrived in the city, and was very keen to sit and have a conversation with someone who he recognizes as a noble superior but Rock keeps refusing to let him do that. With Marcel was the courtesan in the more traditional sense, Antea, a lady for affection for hire, a wonderful soul character who seems to be Marcel's main companion at the moment. You were sitting down to some tea. Things had just started to get into the conversation when one of the waiters spilt coffee on Rock. In cleaning up, Aisling just about noticed as a knife dropped into his palm and slid between plates. And he said, "What to Rock?"
He said, "In the name of the Dragon King, death to the false
Heir.
heir." Okay, my writing's great. What do you mean? Look, I'm being stabbed. It was hard to pay attention.
So, we will begin this episode with the following. You watch in horror. I think it kind of goes into slow motion as this person steps away. As they do, there's like a flicker, and the shape of the elf drops away, revealing a dark-scaled, malformed, draconic creature.
Oh no!
It hisses and weaves magic and tries to step away. You can all...
Can I... If I see that he's trying to cast a spell, can I counterspell whatever he's trying to do?
You can indeed, yes.
Right.
You do not need to roll for it. It automatically takes. He is casting a level 1 spell.
Oh.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Not anymore. In which case, I would like you all to roll initiative for me.
All right. Okay.
Okay, how's that looking? That could be better. Let's have a look. If you have to excuse us if we're playing with a few settings, Twitch did weird stuff before we started, so I'm having to reset some stuff. There we go.
Twitch got stabbed too.
It was like, no,
Oh.
absolutely not.
Have we've got a map.
We've got a map. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Roll initiative.
That's a lot of people.
So most of
So many
these,
peoples.
most of them are members of the public who are milling around.
They're the ones that all look alike because, you know, public.
Public.
Yeah.
It's just like public to you.
They're just called like settler or some shit.
Adventurer one.
Adventurer
Yeah.
one. Yep.
.png.
Townsperson with bag.
Amazing. Aisling, what did you roll?
19.
Nice.
I also
Eugene?
got a 19.
Cool.
Heyo.
That's very cool.
Show offs.
I got a +2 dex.
Yeah, I'm only +1, so Ashley's
Cool.
first.
And Wayne, what did you roll?
I got 17.
17.
Oh,
Nice.
we're on it today.
Awesome. Awesome. So just bear with me 1 second whilst I just put that into where it needs to be. So, up first, this creature will use its action, it's here, to its bonus action to disengage and jump over here, 5, 10, shoving this goblin out the way,
Nobody means the goblin.
15, 20. This elf, seeing what's happened, tries to grab him, but kind of then bounces off as it hisses at him, like spraying like this little flicks of what looks like a
Ew.
poison or something at him. Second go. Trying to find out where they are. One standing, one of the elves standing next to Falone, who's been guarding the entrance whilst this has been going on, pulls out a dagger and tries to lunge at her.
What?
You watch as it does. That same thing happens. Drops away.
for feck's sake.
Hits. Does her some damage. And she is also poisoned. That will make it Aisling's go.
Okay. So is this elf here now also visibly a spooky dragon?
Yeah, it's just turned into a dragon.
All right, cool. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna. Can I vault over this shit, or do I have to use the stairs?
You will politely walk round.
You can vault over there. It's not so high. It's probably about 2 foot, maybe. I think you can do that, no problem.
I've got goat legs. I'm good. All right, I'm gonna come over here, and I will hex this chappie, the one that stabbed Rock. That's my bonus action, and then I'm gonna blast him.
Awesome. There we go.
Okay. And I'm gonna make the hex give him disadvantage on strength in case someone tries to grapple him.
Amazing. That was the one that stabbed, or the one that has stabbed Rock off alone?
Stab Rock, the one that's just to the right.
He is hexed.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then gonna blast. As
Blast.
is tradition.
Amazing.
14 to hit on the first one.
14 does not hit. He's
Yeah, I think so.
low. And you have to pull back slightly because you're worried about hitting the elf.
Oh, I ain't worried on this one because it's got a 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits. Roll me some damage.
Ashley's got over her worry about the passers-by now.
Aisling's worries never last very long.
That is true.
Okay, that's 8 damage on the blast, and then oops, another 4 necrotic damage for the hex.
All the credits are 12 in total. Did you add your charisma bonus to that?
Yeah.
Cool. Just checking. Yeah. Making sure you're getting everything you're owed.
Was that for your first blast? Because you've got 2, haven't you?
The first one missed.
Missed.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Not quite. Awesome. That will ends Aisling's go, and that will make it Eugene.
It will. Okay. Eugene is going to cast a spell.
Whilst you think of that, I'm just going to say, would our guest please get ready to enter the fray?
Hey? What? What?
Alright. This is a 20-foot square, right? 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, shit.
In this area, lots of small purple portals open in the ground, and then out of them come like squirming eldritch black tentacles and attempt to wrap around the one that stabbed Rock.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
So that's dex save.
Dex save. Let's see if they can do that. 19.
That does save, unfortunately.
They are quite quick from what you've seen.
Yeah. So that area is difficult terrain. So every time a creature starts its turn, it has to make a dex save or be restrained.
Amazing.
Every time it started to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the area, yeah.
Cool.
And that will be any creature, so
Yeah.
don't go in that square, basically.
Okie dokie.
Don't step in the black squirmy tentacles. Okay, note to self.
These things are up and kind of moving around. Do they have a particular flavor, or are they just standard black tentacles?
Just standard black tentacles, you know.
Maybe with a little tinge of purple at the end.
Yeah, like that goth purple.
Like frosted tip.
Yeah, obviously. Frosted tips. Yes, tentacles with frosted tips. No.
Yeah.
Um,
And
awesome.
that is my turn, I think. Yeah, I'm good there.
Fantastic. Behind you, Aisling, you hear a screech, and as a goblin like jumps to the floor, and one of these will leap at you and make
Hey!
2 attacks. Both of them are terrible. Because I think the goblin screaming obviously gave you enough notice that you could defend yourself better. 7 and a 12.
Nah, mate.
I mean, that's so low it wouldn't even hit Eugene.
Nuh-uh.
Ah, dear.
Who next?
Our next player, just waiting for him to appear. Nikki,
Oh my
welcome
lord!
back to Some Other Heroes.
The secret Nikki.
It's a secret Nikki.
I'm
Stealth
muted.
You're-
Nikki.
What a
You're
terrible
behind the
mistake
scenes
to make.
modding.
Hi!
Lovely.
Nikki emerges with a tentacle. No, hang on.
Yeah, I'm the tentacle.
Awesome.
Oh shit.
Can
Yeah,
you
he's stuck
doing
at this whole time.
give you guys a second. If you log into Roll20, Nikki,
There now. Logging in.
amazing. You should see your
Joining the fight.
character in the journal page, and you
Surprise!
should be able to drag them onto the page. Coming from where those tentacles just popped up, I reckon.
From near the tentacles.
Yeah.
Adjacent to the frosted tip.
Tentacle adjacent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's
Don't we all want to be tentacle adjacent?
so. If I've seemed a little distracted, it's because I've secretly been trying to get Nikki into.
Yeah,
That is
it's,
sneaky.
Twitch was like, we want your mobile number? And I'm like,
Oh, God.
Oh.
yeah.
No, never do that.
Where the tentacles are in the big box, right?
Yes.
They
Yeah.
are, yeah. And I think
And-
you
Your
recognise
box
what they are
tentacles.
as well.
Yeah, just to clarify, the 3 gold ringed dragons and the elf with the light blue ring are all enemies, correct?
No, the elf with the light blue
No.
ring is a prostitute who is their friend.
Not the assassin.
Yeah. The ones with the
So
red
it's
gold
just-
rings at the moment. Yeah.
Beautiful. In which case, I'm going to drop myself in. Ba-ba-da-bum. Yeah, like, is it my turn? I'll go.
It
I'll go
is
The
your
hand.
go.
bespectacled man.
Would you please describe the character that comes in, rushing in,
Yeah.
what they look like, and what they do?
Rushing in from sort of in amongst the people is this like cloaked, larger elven person, and as they kind of break through the crowd, kind of at a full pace, maybe from hearing it against the cobbled high street, they've got quite sensible boots, but a harsh, like pleat in their trousers. They take their cloak off, and as it whips round, it forms into this long black sword, and they are wearing like a dress shirt and suspenders and gauntlet, like blackened gauntlets on their hands, and with just a snap, they disappear into shadow. And I'm going to make an attack at the one next to Aisling.
Yep.
And then the one that's just attacked our consort, and then the one in the tentacles, then the one that attacked our consort, and then the one that attacked Aisling, in that order.
Yep.
What
As
the-
I
what-
teleport
what?
from each one.
Perfect.
I'm sorry. How many attacks did you say?
Fucking attacks.
Sword nibs.
Please roll those attacks.
I shall.
Bloody
I'm
Right.
hell.
okay with this surprise guest. I'm okay with this.
So
We say that now.
yeah.
He's not attacking us yet, so I'm cool.
Yeah.
So the
Give
one
it
next
time.
to Aisling.
Yep.
That is a 22 to hit.
22 will definitely hit.
We'll roll the attacks and then we'll do damage. Then I'm going to roll the one that's attacked our consort, and that is a 21 to hit. Then the one in the tentacles, I
Yep.
believe I've got, and that is a 19 to hit.
Yep. That's all of those hit.
And then
Yo.
then the one that's attacked the consort again.
Yeah.
Which is an even higher for a 23 to hit, and then the one that's attacked Aisling again, but from behind. I'll be flanking.
Flanking on the first attack each round. So, but I think in
Cool.
this particular instance,
I
it
don't
counts,
need
so-
it. It's all good. And that one is a 27.
All of those
What
hits.
kind of
Okay.
character is this?
So, just 1 second,
Queens.
because that is 6d10 per hit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll these digitally because I just don't own that many dice. So it's tentacle guy twice. No, tentacle guy once, consort guy twice, and then the one that Ashton's attacking.
Should we just go? We could
No.
just
Do,
go.
do you know, I might just lay here and die. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
I'll
just disappear. So the tentacle gentacle then takes 42 force damage.
Amazing.
The one that's attacking our consort takes 25 and then takes 29. And the one that Ashling's attacking takes 35 and then 29.
Cool. That is
That's-
amazing.
And then
I,
I am...
I think you'll find I loosened the lid for you with my 10 damage.
yeah.
Yeah, you did all the heavy lifting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You know.
What I will say is, where do you end up? By the way, is that where you
Next to
Ashlings, yeah.
Would you, as a guest, would you like to roll a dexterity saving throw for these two commoners here?
I'd love to.
Commoners.
And Aisling and you would like to roll a dexterity saving throw as well.
Well, the commoners got a 11.
Okay.
And I got a 19.
19. You watch as you each take 6 points of acid damage. Those commoners go down.
No, that's less fun.
Shit.
Michelle, can you just ban Rooney as well?
Yeah, if you could just sort that, yeah, that'd be great.
But they do explode in this big of acids.
Oh.
Who does?
Oh, you meant the commoners.
Yes.
Oops.
Don't worry, guys, they
Um,
explode.
These two commoners go down. Falone rushes over to the first of them and she pops a healing potion out of her pocket and like rams it into this goblin's face, trying to get it down. We are going to come out of combat for the second,
Okay.
because all the initial threats have been killed.
I'm gonna just turn my sword back into a cloak and put it around affix it to my.
I think Eugene's immediately turning to Rock because I was right near him to see if he's okay.
Do any of you have any healing magic?
I can stabilize it.
Really?
Bleeding here.
Can I spare the dying on whoever needs it, please?
Yeah, this goblin seems okay. This elf could
Hey!
probably do with it.
You don't
You're
second
not
me spare the
dead.
dying. Rock gets a
What are you
light
doing,
graze
darling?
and he's like, call a priest!
And why are you looking after strangers? I've been stabbed.
Can I do a medicine check on Rock?
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Ow, stop prodding me.
Quiet you.
It's the blood. It's a giveaway. I have been stabbed.
This Dragonborn is making a lot of noise. He is
It's a
bleeding.
16.
16. Yeah, I think that's enough. You noticed there's a stream of toxin just coming out of where he was
God.
stabbed. He's definitely been poisoned. He's probably going to be very grumpy about it until he can rest or get it cured.
Is there anyone
Someone
here
get rocks and cowpole.
who can? Does anyone know like anything that can kill poison? Because I think you've been poisoned. Do you
What?
feel
I've been
okay?
poisoned
Are you
and
okay?
stabbed. No, I don't feel okay. I've been stabbed and apparently poisoned.
Uh-huh.
But I think I have something I can do. But do
Just
I?
whinging about it.
Nikki, you were actually
No, I
with
didn't.
someone who could help about 5 seconds ago, and she's
I-
probably making her way over.
Yeah, I think
Hey.
he's just walking over to her, like just to kind of help her up the stairs and stuff like that.
This quite frail looking elf. Elves don't age the same way as other species do, so she still looks quite fresh in the face, but you can see the weight of years on her. Her hair, once like a dark brown, has now completely covered with silver flecks all the way through it. It's braided up. She's leaning quite heavily on the staff, and she smiles and pats this other elf's hand as he kind of comes to give her a hand. She's just like, right, just take a nick of time. Let's see if there's anything I can do to finish.
What? Who are you? What?
What's going? Yeah. Can I?
What's his name? Marcel, do you know these people?
What's going on?
I don't. I'm afraid. Not
What?
ones.
Who are you?
Cloaky, stabby sword friend. Hello.
Falone kind of looks up and goes, Sketh, if you wouldn't mind just helping me move these 2.
It is of course my pleasure, and it's just going to help to kind of shift. It would do you some honor to treat this lady with a little bit more respect, less of the shouting, and it's just going to help move.
Look, I have been stabbed, and just
Yeah,
you know,
and
a
she's
little...
about to help you, so shh.
Fine, but I would still quite like to know who you are, as you happen to be here when I've been stabbed.
This is Rock's indoor voice. Like,
I'm
we're
really
in an open
sorry
space, of
about
course
him.
not.
He gets grumpy when he's
But
Been
let's
stabbed. Yes.
It's all right, Sketh. I will take care of I'll take care of the more vocal patient first, and then we shall deal with our other friends. They seem to be quite stable, very quick thinking on the captain's part, and I'm sorry, I don't think I've met this young satyr.
oh, hello.
Hello. I'm
I'm
Tilda.
Aisling.
And this is my friend Skate.
Hello, both of you. Thank you. Also, I don't think anyone's actually said that yet. Yeah, so
you have
thanks for that.
such a beautiful name, and knowing that you come from outside, I hope that you have suffered the slings and arrows of the outsider's cruelty, bearing the armor that such a name should provide. And just does it like a little bow.
This older elf, forest elf, like dark brown skin. As you get closer, you notice she's got these threads of gold tattoos all the way up her arm, and she just pulls back her sleeves and she just lays her hand on you for a second, and you see them all start to glow with like a slight eldritch energy, and her eyes glow the same color. And when she lifts her hand up, you are healed to full amount, and the poison status is removed.
Yo, can we keep these people?
I think Rock will immediately, having sort of now literally had the wind taken out of his sails, Rock's just going to say, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. It was rather alarming, and I'm really a little tired of strangers trying to kill me. I'm sorry, we weren't introduced. My name is Rock, and I think he's just going to get up and do a very elaborate bow and say, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude again, but you are?
So your name is Rock, like the stone or the ground that you walk on? Like, this is you.
His full name's Rockery.
Like rookery, like where you store birds.
Its
No,
full
not
name
bird
is
storage.
Iskarok
It's,
Revolcus.
it's like stone storage.
While the two of you discuss, I'm terribly sorry. This lovely lady, I would like to say thank you and become acquainted.
My name is Tilda, and there will be time to talk, but I need to help others at this moment. And she turns and makes her way down the steps to where Falone has the goblin laid out, and you watch her doing the same thing and then having a gentle chat with the goblin. Leaving the four of you, Marcel, Solgrax, and Antea, who what are your passive perceptions, please?
13.
13? What did you say, Charlie?
12.
12?
I've got 18.
18?
15.
15. Aisling, you notice that she tucks like a silver fan back up her sleeve, and just taps Marcel on the arm.
Did she do some cool shit with the fan?
She may have needed to.
Ooh.
You kind of get the impression she was about ready to fight if she needed to.
Fuck yeah. Alright, cool.
And you are the Zilman boy?
Me? Yes, I'm Eugene. Appleby, but yes,
Ooh.
You do not wear your family's name?
no, well, it's my father's name. I didn't actually know my name was Silman until a couple of weeks ago.
And yet, still no badge of honor for you? No.
We
no
got
great-
badges. We got badges.
I don't think that's
I don't think that's what he means.
But they're badges and they're honourable.
I don't know. I felt like it was something I was supposed to earn. I'm not really sure.
And you do not feel that you are capable of earning it?
Well, I mean that's a quite a big question.
I mean, we're
Um,
in this. Could we maybe do therapy not in the street?
Yeah, perhaps you'd like to tell us a little about you before you start interrogating Eugene.
This is not interrogation.
It's not
this-
interrogating me. It's just asking questions. It's
And-
fine. It's not.
Yes, very direct, rather personal questions as we stand here in the middle of a square with someone we've never met who just saved our lives. Thank you, by the way. That was very impressive, especially
Yeah.
the cloak thing. That was quite...
You-
Also, quite a... I mean, you 3 of them in one... Just that, like, is
That
that
was-
normal? You
That was
just...
very cool. That
Wow.
was very cool.
This is nothing.
Oh, good,
Oh.
great. It's good that you're humble,
Under
too.
Many masters, including your grandpère.
Oh,
I am nothing but the collective knowledge of those that have stepped before me. I am able to tread so far and so fast because of the footsteps laid out ahead.
so are you also a sword nut? I mean, a spell blade.
I am a proud elf, and I follow the traditions of those before me.
So you just one person.
I am just one person?
Okay. You said that you're like a combination of lots of different persons. So
No,
It was
it's
a metaphor.
It's metaphorically,
Ashley.
actually. We've
Remember,
had
we
this
talked
discussion.
about
Yes.
those.
My sincere
Oh.
apologies, Aisling. I
Oh.
forget sometimes that our mundane ways do not transpire to the Fey mind so cleanly. I will do better in the future.
Oh, shit, is Faye just autism?
I mean, I don't want to get too real. I don't want to get too real, but that's what changelings are. It's just autistic babies, and I'm like, someone
Yeah.
stole them.
Tisms are the majority in this cast. So
Shut your face.
You're outnumbered now.
Dear. Captain Falone kind of comes up. She's, you can see she's just wiping off a little bit of the blood where she got stabbed as well. Looks a bit grumpy that she got the drop on, but I think she was distracted with what had happened to Rock at the time. That definitely indicates that there's something going on here, don't you think?
well, yeah.
Do you think perhaps we could maybe retire to... Marcel, could we retire to your abode or something?
Yes.
I don't mean to be funny, but I somehow don't feel terribly safe sitting here exposed in the open right now.
Really?
Why- I mean, my apartment is not the biggest place in the world.
We're
why
not that big.
don't you all come back to my cottage? I will make us some tea. you can have a conversation, and then I think, Scathe, I believe that your duty is about done. Apart from, obviously, my last journey.
I understand.
She holds out her arm.
Can I make an insight check on the last journey comment?
Sure.
What does
You
that
can.
mean? I mean, I'll try. Oh, it's not bad. It's 16.
16. Yeah, there's something very loaded in the way that she said that. It's not something you've heard of before.
Okay. Noted.
She is she takes Scathe's arm, she starts leading all of you. You Balone kind of goes, I know where she is, so I'll catch up with you. I just need to see my men.
Before, as they walk off, I'm just going to quickly grab Balone's arm and just go, who are these people?
Scathe is a swordmaster from the Silver Star Scholastis. High is about to take their harrowing as well.
Right, and
I'm definitely not ready.
the impressive woman that's with him.
That is Tilda Ironbar. She has served this community for hundreds of years.
As what?
Healer.
Right.
Healer,
I
wise
know,
woman.
same.
Healer, wise woman, elder.
Okay, great. And they were just here by accident?
No, I should imagine she was here for whatever business she normally has. I know it's not for me to talk about, but I know Scathe has been working with her for his act of service.
Okay, thanks. I hope your men are all right.
We'll soon find out. I will come and meet you at Mistress Ironbar's Burrows.
Okay.
And Rock, I am very sorry.
Why? It's not your fault, but do we need to stay around and ask some questions or something? I don't.
I'll look into that. Get yourself somewhere safe. If you are a target, I would like you off the street.
Okay, thank you. And I'm sorry. Bye.
So you're very strange, very unique group of people make a slow progress to off the square and down a couple of quite well lit and quite well cleaned streets. Everywhere that this woman goes, people smile and wave and say thank you, or a couple of young women who, with babes on their hips, come over and let her see how their younglings are doing.
Marcel and Tay are coming with us.
Yes, they're staying with you at the moment. Marcel is very much is fussing a little bit over you. Just
Who, Marcel?
Yeah, he's just checking you're all
Fucking
right.
love Marcel.
I'm just going to sort of very quietly say to Marcel and Antaya, if they're within earshot, just going to go, what just happened?
You appear to have been attacked by something.
Yeah, I got that part. There's still blood on my outfit. But
We've confirmed that bit.
why here?
I don't know, but I'm very interested to find out.
Yeah, sure.
And Taya kind of just takes your arm. Oh, you were very brave. Are you okay?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
And in your head,
I was utterly terrified.
In your head, you hear a tap, as if someone would like to talk to you.
I shall answer the tap.
Seriously, though, are you okay?
I thought it was going to be Alabaster being like, pussy.
Hey, dude.
Way to get stabbed.
So, almost dead again, huh? I am just going to sort of reply to her and just say, I am actually absolutely fine, thanks to this lady, although I am very freaked out by this entire sort of string of happenings, including the fact that I'm about on my way with some unknown people to have tea in their cottage after just being stabbed 15 minutes ago. But
Sounds pretty standard to me.
yes, otherwise, thankfully, I am healed.
My voice doesn't count for much, other than I have been part of this community for a little while now. You can trust Tilda, and from what I've seen so far, you can trust Skaith. His manner is odd, but
That's a word.
he is an honourable man.
Yes, and most honourable men are insufferable. But I'm glad that you're here, and Marcel too.
Yes. She just
Also, I'd like to find out where you got that fat. Later, it's fine. Later.
Yeah.
You are led eventually, and it's a bit slower than you kind of anticipated, but you eventually led to this very quaint, very small 2-story townhouse building.
Oh, the whole way we're walking there, Aisling is super pestering Skaith about just the sword, the cloak, everything. Just asking like a million questions.
Yeah, go for it.
But that's fine.
Skaith has endless patience for Ashling's
That's
questions.
good. You get a 10 out of 10.
Wrestling tolerance level approved.
Yep.
Yeah. Starts at 10
It's
and
almost
works its
met
way
with this
down.
kind of like gentle reverence. The same way you would like feed a bear in the wild. Like,
I kind of like that though. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what they say? Does an Aisling shit in the woods? I don't know.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I think I missed this when you introduced them, Nikki. But what kind of? You said they were an elf.
yes.
What kind of elf are they?
They're a very pale elf with kind of grey hair and like purpley black eyes. Like,
You can make me a nature or history check.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
I'm
What's
not dropping
Skaith's
information
pronouns
from
real
the
quick as
DHB.
well?
I honestly have not considered it at all. I've been using like he, they, I think, but yeah,
We'll update your character thing because I think we put he, him. Which is fine.
it's not. It's just not even a. It wasn't even in consideration on my part.
Cool.
That is a 23.
23. You recognize, because you have talked to one recently, the subtle skin tone differences and the way that the light doesn't kind of bounce off of Skaith's skin. This is a shadow elf.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Yes, so the eye colouring is very traditional for shadow elves from what you've read as well. It is unusual to see a shadow elf this publicly kind of engaged. But might be, if he's on an active service, as you heard, that might be deliberate. He makes a very interesting comparison to the very colourful but very small woman next to him. You come to this very like red bricked house, like most of the places around here, with green painted door frames and windows, flowers everywhere, and what looks like toys that have been neatly put away for any children that want them. Other than that, it's very dark inside as she kind of opens the door and then kind of weaves a couple of runes and lights all the candles at once. And just steps in. The house smells of iodine and herbs, and it's very clean. It has a slightly medical feel to it, but there's still a homeliness to it. There's definite spaces where she treats people, and although she's taken every care to keep it clean, there are marks of where people have bled or you know, or other fluids have escaped during treatment. You know what I mean?
Fluids.
Yeah.
You know.
But it smells clean. It's very homely.
For God's sake, nobody switch on the black light.
And you can't quite put your finger on it, but it also feels ever so slightly lonely.
I'm going to guide her to her chair and then begin to go and make tea.
Yeah. Oh, use the good tea, please. Okay. And she just says, "Oh, right, you'll have to forgive me. I won't grab any chairs you need, and please just plonk yourselves down. My lord, how is that splinter?" And Marcel kind of looks a bit embarrassed. "Very much healed, thank you, my lady."
I can't splinter!
You can fucking talk, Rock.
Hey, it was a blade, not a splinter. I still
What's
came
a
running with a
blade
splinter.
if not a metal splinter? Huh?
That's a very good point.
Dear.
But it's more painful for one thing. Anyway, I think Rock will take whatever seat is nearest to Tilda, and just very sort of quietly and calmly say, just wanted to say thank you again. I'm sorry for all the fuss. It was just a little unexpected.
Think nothing of it. I was just very pleased that we happened to be in the market at the time we did. Nice to be able to help and change.
Yes, I mean, you good thing you keep such deadly company.
Oh, he's not deadly, really. He's a sweet boy.
Oh, I think the 3 dead people in the 3 seconds would probably disagree, but I'm sure he's very sweet as well.
Ashley's still asking him questions, by the way.
She's gone into the kitchen.
Ashley's just following you around the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's just endless patience, and it's like long diatribes about the people that gave him the things that he wears and things like that, and about all the great things that they've done, and why he fills them with such reverence, and how he is basically an amalgamation of all the incredible people that have come before him.
And
the
he
knowledge
will
that
need
has
to
borrowed from
clarify
them.
Metaphorically.
multiple times that is a metaphor.
Yeah.
Ashley's looking for the joins where you got someone's arm.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, I love that. How is Eugene feeling in this moment?
I think he feels a little out of place and he's not really sure what he should be doing because I don't know, being around so many elves and he doesn't know like how to kind of hold himself. Yeah, he doesn't know how to elf. And he probably feels like he should know how to elf because he's a Zilman now, apparently. And
Is Eugene doing the like IT crowd act casual kind of?
I mean, there's an attempt, I guess, but
What I'll say is, Antea comes over. She sees that you're kind of struggling a little bit, and she goes, "If your permission, may I take your hand for a second, please, Eugene?"
yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's going to make him more comfortable.
Physical contact, he loves that.
She very gently takes your hand, places it hands up, and she just quietly like squeezes it in some different places. And you're not entirely certain what it's doing because it's kind of like, oh, that's sharp, and then it's not sharp, and then you feel a little bit calmer. You have a D6 that you can use on wisdom saving throws.
Ooh, that's handy.
Stock that thing up permanently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Keep you around.
Yeah.
And she goes, "It's a little bit of massage, just a couple of key points to help you just calm down and grab a breath. That's all. There's a lot going on."
That's very kind of you.
She gently releases your hand because she knows that you can see that you're not the most comfortable with sort of
I think Skaith brings like the tea and begins pouring all, starting with Tilda and to Aisling, then to Eugene, then all of the various others, and then to Rock, and sits like takes a seat next to Eugene and is just like,
Noted.
Rock will remember that.
"May I see your book?
I think
I'm sorry. What?
May I see your book?"
Which one?
Eugene has a boyfriend.
Your book. your spell book.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I guess
It is okay
so.
if you wish to.
No, it's
No.
fine. It's fine. He'll get it out of his bag and pass it to him. And then he does that thing like, you know, when you give something that's really precious to someone else and you kind of like keep holding it
Hold
for
it.
a little bit, like
A little bit too long.
Exactly what
Yeah.
I pictured.
but he does give it to him.
Skate just starts like rapidly flicking through pages and like reading the.
I mean, I would say be careful with it, but it's undamageable, so it's fine.
I think
It's
you
nothing
can
to worry about, Eugene.
roll me an insight check if you want, Skate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gonna be
Little
right back. I'm
baby.
gonna get rid of my cat. 'Cause
No, don't do it.
But he's yelling.
That's all right. He's a
Natural
cat.
20.
So what
We
was that,
don't mind
natural
the
20?
yelling if you don't mind the yelling.
Nice. First Nikki natural 20 of the game.
Oh my god.
First of many.
First of many, yeah.
I'm going to make a mark and...
And when it gets suspicious, we're going to tell you how many you've rolled.
Yeah. It's a weird natural 20. Just as a natural 20 to read a spell book.
It is, but I think what you do get is you get a sense of Eugene's personality. You get a thoroughly organized mind, like very detail orientated. Stop me if I'm sort of giving anything wrong away at all, Theo. Possibly lacking a little bit in confidence in what they do, but there's a joy that underlines everything in this book as well. There's genuine curiosity that's kind of pushing some of these spells to the limits that even masters that you've studied under probably find impressive.
Can I roll an insight check to see if I can sort of see if this is making Eugene uncomfortable?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it's 18.
18. It's up to if Eugene wants, if Theo would like to tell you how Eugene's feeling at the moment.
I think he does look uncomfortable, but like not in the way that he doesn't want this to be happening. It's just that he always looks kind of uncomfortable. And
This is not above his
I
normal
think
level
there's
of
like
comfort.
an air of him that feels like an anxiety that someone's looking in his spell book and he doesn't want to be judged as unworthy.
Yeah.
But I think he also is, you can see that he is actually really touched that someone's so interested. I think this is like the first time someone other than probably Gree has asked to look at his spells and has been interested in the type of magic that he casts, like to this extent. So I think he is a little bit like touched as well.
Because your mum's been very hands-off with the whole thing because keeping her own secrets and things. Your uncle obviously is a teacher, so he's correcting and giving advice. I think. How does it? I'm going to add it because I love this. This is such an interesting idea. Does this feel weird? Because with Gree, it's a very personal thing, and it is about the fact that you are two people who are learning about each other, and there's that intimacy there.
Yeah, I think that's why he kind of feels a bit uncomfortable because he doesn't know this person, so he doesn't know if he's going to be judged. I think with Gree, it was probably at a point that he knew that he wouldn't be judged, or there wouldn't be like a judgment made on him because of that, because they already knew each other.
I just know Rock would say something. So I think Rock will.
Rock will say something.
Shocker!
Like
I'm shocked.
in his best, like genuinely, and I do mean this, like genuinely trying to kind of sound polite and not be too aggressive. I think Rock's just going to kind of say, I'm really sorry. I don't know very much about a protocol in these situations, but is it standard practice to ask to kind of peruse someone else's spell book? It feels like a very personal thing to me. Am I out of line in asking?
It is among contemporary wizards a shortcut into understanding. It's like a crib sheet, a kind of instruction book on the wizard's mind, and just kind of in like a holster on his thigh, he's going to pull out like a moleskin sized like spell book and just hand it to Eugene
Oh,
as kind
thank
of
you.
like equivalent exchange type thing. And it's his among masters and students, it is revision, it is grading, and amongst contemporaries, it is knowledge sharing. We as elves and as wizards become only as strong as we do because of the community.
That's very interesting. I was not aware that this was something that, well, that anyone did, really. Although I suppose it makes sense. You do get an insight into how people's minds work, I suppose. Although, to be fair, I'd probably stay away from what happens in Eugene's minds. I've seen what he manifests.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you're very, very impressive and quite terrifying when you sort of manifest certain creatures and things. It's quite frightening.
Yeah, but they're like proper cool. I'm not saying it's a bad
God,
thing.
they're amazing.
Say that this is a summoner's book, so I think a lot of it's probably slightly unfamiliar to Skaven. There are certainly some spells that look like they have been constructed.
It's in Skate's mind, it's a lot of spells with like additional qualifiers and like flow charts. Like if you hit this, then do this, and it's like so. I don't know if Eugene wants to look through Skate's book.
Yeah.
If you want the vegan version, you go here.
Yeah.
If you want chicken, do it that way.
I feel like it's probably a situation of like, you know, when artists have like, or like some reference books, you have like the page, and then you have like a tracing paper page that like folds over the top of it.
Yeah.
Like add additional.
Oh my god, you've got an
That's
overhead
cool.
projector spell book.
Yes, it's all
Inserts in.
acetate.
Yeah, I would like to look in Skate's book, please.
Amazing. You may also
Welcome to.
roll an insight
Um,
check.
Eugene, Aisling just hears in her head, I'm really unsure about all of this. Is this flirting?
That's a 19.
You're asking me.
Oh wait, is
If
he
this
worried?
is flirting.
Is he worried that Gree has competition? Oh, I like that. I like the idea of Rock being worried about Gree having competition.
Was that just to me?
That
I
was
don't know if you
just
said
to
that.
you. Yeah.
Good. We do the brain equivalent of going like, ooh.
If Chris, tell me if any of this sounds wrong, but like I think with the 19 in Skate's spellbook, the large portion of it is written in some kind of shorthand.
Mhm.
So like it may even be there are multiple spells per page.
I think
There's a priority of haste and like combative spells, a lot of reactions and bonus actions, you know, so a lot
less ritual, a lot more focus.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's yeah.
And what sort of
It's very
mind
like
does Eugene kind of get an impression of?
This is the wizard book equivalent of somebody sharpening a blade. This is not somebody who's necessarily studying. They are preparing, which there's all sorts of nuances in between those two things, but yeah.
Any corrections are about efficiency rather than effect. Like,
Yes, yeah, and like you can probably see why the spellbook is this size, because it's like, okay, this is this is made to be mobile.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of Eugene's spellbook. I
With all
imagine.
these different options and
Yeah, and I Eugene's spellbook isn't like huge. It's probably like average spellbook size, but it is quite fancy on the outside.
It's big. It's bigger than average. And it looks nice.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
It's not about the size though. It's about how you use it, right?
Also, Eugene's book is indestructible, so.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's
it's an
something
enduring
very-
spellbook.
Skates is disposable. I think
Yeah.
is probably the closest comparison in that, like, that like he could write up another one with all the shorthand in
You
a
guys
very
are
reasonable.
maximalism and minimalism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Eugene's is more like has more sentimentality about it.
There is
Whereas you kind of get the impression Scathe has probably got 2 or 3 copies of this somewhere, just in case something happens to one of them. So
Probably in another thigh holster.
The other, if you're interested, the other thigh holster holds a knife.
I'm not going to look that closely, to be honest.
Hilda goes, right, well, it's a very unusual group of people to see in the town.
What do you mean?
Sorry, I think Rock probably even laughs at that. Yes.
How are you all feeling, first of all?
I'm fine. I didn't get stabbed.
Do you need some space to talk about this?
Nope.
Okay. So if you do need space to talk about this, there's a little waiting room out the back. It's very private.
Can I insight check Rock, please?
Yeah. Oh, this is my
Remember
favorite
that
game.
talk we had about how we were going to talk about our feelings? We weren't going to like keep anything.
Remember that whole
hidden.
thing? It was only a 16, but
Deception or persuasion, Rock. Whatever you feel is necessary.
Natural 20.
oh, for fuck's sake! Come on!
Natural 20. I think Aisling knows Rock well enough to know that, like, obviously, like, he's not 100% fine, but it's just, I think it's less that he doesn't want to talk in front of these people and more that he's just like going through like what happened and why it happened and what the hell is going on in his head. So it's more that he's just like, he doesn't really have anything to talk about right now because he's just in his head trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Are you letting Aisling pick up on that?
I think, you would, I think Rock just saying nope is a fairly good sign. Rock never has nothing to talk about. So I think you would know that, you don't know exactly what's going on, but you can see that he is just going through stuff in his head right now.
That's okay, because if it was Rock doing a Rockism, then I would have kicked him by now.
Yeah, no, like I
If
say,
it's Rock being genuinely processing. I'll give him a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, I think it's more that you can see he is genuinely just going through stuff and running through events in his head and that kind of thing. So it's not that
Okay,
he's,
I won't kick him.
he's just
Right
doesn't
now.
really have anything to talk about right now because he's still going through what the hell just happened.
Marcel kind of stands up and goes, I need to get back. I can see that my friends are all in safe hands. I still would like to have a quick word with you, my lord, if I can.
Rock, it's just Rock.
Yes, of course, Rock.
And of course, shall I escort you? Okay. Do you not want to get the splinter checked again before you go?
This lady you visit once your ailments are cured. She's a miracle worker.
Yes, I know. I am well aware of that now. I will return momentarily.
Okay, so this silver dragonborn with this young silver dragonborn with this big crest kind of gives a very big deep bow. I think you, Scathe, will know that this is a representative from the Empire, but he's been okayed by enough people. He's actually been allowed into the market
He's
section.
chill. He's not a cop.
So that they trust him as an outsider enough to come and trade and talk to traders.
Yeah.
So he stands, gives very big bow to you and Tilda, steps forward and gives Aisling a big handshake with a
Oh yeah. Get in it.
and a deep bow to Eugene as well.
Oh, there's really no need for that.
Oh, okay. It's all political, I assure you. But next time we see you, I hope to be under better circumstances because I'd like to pick your brains about your family.
Well, I really don't know them that well.
She's like, damn it, I was going to say the same to you.
And he, Antea just kind of gives a little flirty wave to everybody and goes, "Well, my darlings, I shall see you all soon." Because as we established last episode, she does not need to bow to anybody.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Eugene's ears have gone purple again.
She does step before she goes. Oh, and she steps over to Tilda and just very gently takes her hand and goes, "Do not leave this town without stopping by the house and saying goodbye." "Of course, dear, I won't." She smiles, steps up, and follows the two Dragonborn out. We'll come to that in a second. Right, so Skaith has been helping me as his act of duty. He is beginning his harrowing very soon, and we had heard that a young elf from the Zilman family would also be participating. We're just very excited to hear that you will be coming to town. It's so lucky we were there to help out when we could. Though technically it's not.
I mean, we had it. We clearly we had it.
Yes.
But thank you.
But now you had it quicker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, my little duty is nearly done, Skaith. So once his lordship has come back in, if you need to move on and help out other people, you may do so. Only thing I need you to do is if you could just make sure you deliver these letters, and she kind of taps a pile.
Yeah.
On your way out, and let Haramaya know that the cottage will be his in a week.
It will be my honor.
I've had a very trying day, and it takes a little bit more out of me raising the dead than it used to, so I'm going to go and lay down. But feel free to use the cottage as long as you need to. And she just quietly gets to her feet. And she's not wobbly, but she's just slow. And she gets to the end of the room, and Skaith, you've seen this several times. She starts looking in a certain direction, as if her attention's been pulled away. And then she snaps back and goes, "Oh, my mind." And steps
Get some
up.
rest. It will do you good, for the last journey is a long one.
Lovely meeting so many young and exciting people.
Second she's out of earshot, Aisling is like, "What is okay? Right. So what's she on about? What's the journey? Is she moving house? What's going on?"
I think it's something a bit more final than moving house.
Yes.
Moving
is-
island.
It is uncouth to discuss just a room away. It is the Fae and the elves. They do not pass the way mortals do. So
Yeah.
it is a longer affair. They say
Oh.
that elves spend all of their time with time, so everything takes a little bit longer.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is okay though. She has lived a long life and helped so many. The
Yeah,
community
everyone
here,
seems to really like her.
this whole community owes its roots to this woman. Her services will go on as nourishment to many family trees. So even when she is forgotten by name, she will be known by deed.
That's nice.
It is a great honor. For those with such long lives, we forget so much. And to be remembered in the bones, if not the minds of people, it is very special. How is your active service going?
Well, it's been quite eventful so far.
Only
in-
one stabbing.
with the stabbing and everything. We only just got here, honestly.
Oh, okay. And are you on track? Do you think that you'll get it done in time, or?
Wait, was there a time limit?
It's less so a time limit, more the kind of time guide. Like I said, the elves and their relationship with time is kind of wishy-washy.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm starting to realize that.
Make me a quick intelligence check, Eugene, and Aisling can do so as well because it's the sort of thing that Aisling will
Tell
pick
it.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
23.
Cool. Aisling?
Oh, 12.
That's
Still double figures.
respectable.
Yeah.
Eugene, you're like, well, technically, you guess you've kind of completed it because you were to confirm there was something going on with draconic creatures in the town. And
Confirm that.
they pretty much confirmed themselves for you.
Yeah.
How you spin that is going to be
I'll
down
go
to
take a
you.
quick selfie with one of the corpses and then we're good.
How you spin that is going to be very much down to you guys and Falone. But yeah, technically.
Yeah, I've got to be honest, it was a bit confusing as to what they actually wanted me to do. Is that normal?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Is that part of the test?
it's sort of a part of life here. Very little is kind of straight and direct, at least among this place. Many people find me jarring for that exact reason.
I see.
Is this
And
the
how
first time
was-
you've done one of these? Have you done one of these before?
The harrowing?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
You only have to
This
do
is-
one, Aisling.
Oh,
This
it
is-
sounds like
there
you've
is
done it
only but
already.
one. And many people
Oh, you only
fail.
have to do one? Get it over and done with? Nice.
You only get to do one. The
Okay.
harrowing is not an obligation, it is an honor. It is something
Oh.
you get to do to carry the responsibilities of your
You
people.
didn't tell me that, Eugene. You've been shitting yourself this whole time. It's an honour.
Oh, Aisling.
Yeah, I
Oh, poor
Um,
Eugene.
well, but the reason I wouldn't use that term directly, but I was just anxious because I was unsure that I was worthy of the honor, not
How will
anything.
you know?
Well, I guess I'll know if I pass or fail.
So why the anxious?
I'm just not very good at tests.
This is not a test. This is a question.
Well, it's a situation where you pass or you fail, so it sort of is a test, technically.
He's more.
I just don't want to let people down. I everyone's always telling me how capable I am and how I'm going to do great things, and I'm just not so
You
sure
know what that is?
sometimes.
That is expectation. And you know where
Yeah.
expectation comes from? Pride and trust. Pride in your abilities and trust that you will execute. The people that expect great things of you, Eugene, they know you're capable of great things.
Yeah, but what if they're wrong?
Great things are only expected from great people.
What if I'm not actually a great person? though?
But what if
Like,
they're wrong with their great
Deep
expectations?
down in the core of my being, what if I'm just not what people think I am?
And what do people think you are?
Well, I don't know. People just expect a lot from me, and I know what it's like to disappoint someone or not be what they expected you to be.
And what do you think you are?
I mean, you sure do ask a lot of
Eugene loves being the center of all these
complex,
questions.
Oh.
questions. I guess the answer to that is that I'm not really sure.
Okay, then you find the answer, and then you make it happen.
But how do you find the answer, though?
There is no outside influence. Only
Oh.
to know what you think you are, it's inside. And many people, they look to their family name for honor or for burden. Many people look to responsibility or a task. Some people, they have children in order to give themselves purpose, but only you know who you are. And you know, I know things about you.
You
When
do?
the Zilman boy came, the prodigal son had returned, there were rumors.
What kind of rumors?
There are great expectations from the people, Eugene. Your mother was a hero.
This is helping so much. Brilliant.
Good God.
You are the child of
make-
a hero who returned home. I thought I had all of the narrative weight on me for this harrowing, but suddenly Skaith is a little bit out of the limelight, which I don't hate, but is
So wait, what kind? Who are you then?
I'm Skaith. I've taken the name Shadowmere. I am from away, and I have come to learn, to study, so that I can do great things. And I need to take my harrowing to do so. I need to be gifted the burden of this power. And it is a burden, because once you have access, it is your obligation to use it and to do it as you see fit, because there is no greater waste than great power left dying, withering away, helping no one.
Yeah.
Lavender smell, lavender smell, lavender smell.
I'm going to slide outside for a second, where our views
Because it's just too awkward in here.
where two Dragonborn and a very attractive female elf stand quietly, just
Very
being
attractive
fed.
Dragonborn, another Dragonborn, and an attractive female elf.
There we
Three
go, there
very
we go.
attractive people, depending on your
Oh!
tastes.
They get scouted by a modelling agency as they stand out there.
The next time you see Rock, it's on a poster
Mhm.
advertising jeans.
Do not approach.
Wanted.
Marcel kind of gets to just beyond the fence and then turns to you, Rock, and Tia takes his arm and just pats it gently. Well, I'll be honest, the whole reason I wanted to meet with you so bad, well, apart from anything else, to see an old childhood friend.
But the politeness aside, why were you so keen to see me?
To introduce you to Antia. And she smiles.
But I'm very glad you did.
And she smiles and kind of taps the fan. She goes, "Have you danced recently, Rock?"
Do you know, I haven't, but it is something I'm always pleased to do.
But if you ever need a dance partner in this part of the world, I am at your disposal.
That is a most welcome revelation, and I will absolutely keep that in mind. It seems Marcel is keeping way more interesting company than he used to.
Well, Marcel is my agent in this area, or one of them.
I stand by what I said.
Yeah.
Also, what the hell is going on, and why are there those dragon-like creatures? And
We do not know, but they have been seen in the Empire now. A friend of yours encountered them and took down a number of them with her troop.
right.
And we are investigating. In fact, I was going to ask you, in your travels, can you just keep an eye or an ear out for possible dancers? some of those that I expect to hear from have gone quiet, and I'm worried.
That's not good news.
Most worrying is, she kind of steps in very close as if she's correcting your collar. So it looks like she's just having a moment. And the smile never drops on her face, but you can see in her eyes. One of my apprentices was found on the outside of the town she was protecting, stabbed. Someone is coming for us.
Do you know why, by any chance?
Given everything that's happening, everything that you're involved with, someone wants your eyes and ears out of the way.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but yes, I will, of course, keep you informed if I do happen to run into any of your other dance troupe.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Interesting people.
This city is full of them, but yes, very interesting people.
Gather the talk of long journeys, etc., is metaphorical then.
Yes.
Okay.
We will be saying goodbye to her soon.
Well, that's a shame. She seems really quite remarkable.
My understanding, she's about to face her 9th century, and she has just decided or learned that it is her time.
Oh, dear God, that sounds exhausting.
Be thankful that we only live a few centuries. Hey, old boy?
Well, the way things are going, be lucky if I make it to the first. If you do happen to have or find any information about these creatures, I would appreciate you trying to get that to me somehow.
I know ways we'll get information to you, and we will help Alone out however we can.
Please. Well, hopefully their trouble will follow me rather than stay here. So
That is an interesting question I have. I've not heard of this Dragon King before. That's a new one on me. And what's this about a false heir?
I have no idea. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I mean, sure, my family is one of the high houses, but I'm certainly no heir. And I have no idea with the whole Dragon King thing. I mean, we suspect that these creatures may be involved with the dragon cult somehow, perhaps, or I mean, I honestly, at this point, I don't know, but it's all it's all sort of coming together. These were things that happened somewhere else, and now suddenly they're here at the same time as we're here for Eugene's harrowing, and it's just a lot.
If you are looking for shelter at any time, I would advise a holiday in Ten Falls. I'm sure Sabina would love to see you.
I could think of worse places, but I would not want to bring more attention to her door, though.
Oh, other people's problems is exactly her business, though.
To be fair, most of them are caused by her. But anyway,
Well, do take care of yourself,
yes.
darling. You're far too handsome to be stabbed in the middle of the street.
And you are a dreadful flirt and an even worse liar. But I'm very glad that Marcel has your company.
We will see you soon. If you need anything whilst we're here, reach out to us.
Oh, as I'm sure you've noticed, if anything happens and we need you, I shall scream. Anyway, I should probably get back in there before. I don't even know what's going on in there. I dread to think. Thank you again, and hopefully I shall see you soon without the stabbings.
They
Were all the townspeople okay, do you think?
We saved everybody that was harmed. Fortunately, quick actions from Aisling and Falone saved those two poor individuals, and I think Tilda did the rest.
Good. Good. Enough drama, I think. I shall bid you farewell and hopefully see you soon.
And the two of them start leaving. And just as they get to the edge of earshot, he goes, I suppose we're going to need to find a new coffee shop now.
I will just go back inside.
I think you probably come back to Boatskate and Eugene kind of reading
We're
each
all
other's
crying.
books.
Just talking about what the spell that they're planning to hold at the end of their harrowing is going to be.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You hold the spell? By?
Remember,
a
that's
test.
the final part of the test.
Oh yes, you're going to do the big spell.
Yeah.
It is
Good.
a
What?
it is a just-
No, I was going. What do you do? You don't do similar magic. You do different things. I noticed.
It is, yes, it's different. It is more immediate. Maybe it is more personal.
It was
Violent?
very, yeah, it was quite deady based when you
It
did
is
it.
necessary. The spell
I mean, it was
plan on
cool. I'm not
holding
saying it
is-
was a bad thing. It was very cool.
The spell I plan on holding is more adjurative. It is, two sides of the same coin. It is, and Eugene, the spell you're looking to hold is?
Well, it's
Impressive. That's what it is.
it's sort of a new spell. I've made it a pact with a being that I'm going to summon, basically.
Okay, so it's more summon. That's good, for something like this, it's good to stick with what you know. Your book, it is fastidious. It is very well laid out. It is in depth. It is near perfect execution. There is one hole in your kind of overarching strategy.
Please, I'd love to.
It is maybe not.
Oh, let me turn him into something, please.
Oh my god.
It is.
Wayne, the way me and you started drinking, it looked like we were on Untucked, and we were just like,
Honestly, it was a bit like that.
Eugene, I say this by undertaking the harrowing and taking the pledge that allows you access to such powerful magics, you mark yourself as a threat to those who are against you, and in doing so, they will plan for you. Eugene, if I were one of those people and I were to plan for you, a simple anti-magic field and you are just a boy.
well,
Enough counter spells and you are just a skin, bone, and robe.
I have sort of got a little plan. I've got something planned for that once I can access 6th level magic, actually.
Yes. Oh, this is wonderful. It is.
But yes, I agree. I am just a boy.
No, but a very good one.
You're a very good boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
It is.
But like,
This is
not like let's not use like just. All right, Eugene's
No, it's-
pretty awesome.
It is by comparison. Is just a boy, because as Eugene stands now, is a very powerful magic user.
Okay.
But without the magic, it's somebody could. I suffer from a similar issue, but I've warded myself against such things, and I've made plans and contingencies against.
Can you teach
against
Eugene
them.
how to do that?
And one of them is have a knife and just pulls a knife out from his is because
It's
you
true.
were
Are
given-
always telling me I need to have a knife.
You see, the thing is, if Eugene doesn't have magic, one of the great things is that he has his exceptional intuition and intellect, and he has some quite remarkable friends who will protect him.
So
Yeah.
you two are the proctors for
What?
the heroine?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we are, yes. Mhm.
Wonderful. It's to invigilate, and if maybe Eugene turns, you're ready to.
He turns.
Beg your pardon?
So
I'm sorry, turns?
What,
so
like
you've been
around?
briefed on the roles and responsibilities that.
We've kind of been quite busy, so no, we've not been officially briefed yet. I mean, feel free to enlighten us.
What have we? What?
When
what
you
do?
pick your proctors for your harrowing, you must pick people that you trust to assist and protect in only the ways that are purposeful, but also if the magic takes a hold and takes a root in your soul and takes over, and you become a arcane husk, they must do what is necessary to cut you down. I've picked people that would kill me at a moment's notice.
I'm sorry, arcane husk. But Eugene, would you get just? I'm unfamiliar with this.
Well, it's sort of like what we talked about the other day. You know, before I practiced the spell to summon Alabaster.
Mhm.
So if the magic gets out of control, the surefire way to stop that is to eliminate my consciousness.
Stop the wizard.
After all, with
Right, well,
the
that could
magic, I am just a boy. So
Apparently, yes, just skin, bones, and robe. I think, but we can. Well, I mean, there's lots of ways we can stop that, so I'm sure that's absolutely fine. I mean, we're not actually required to kill you, are we?
You have a
We're
plan.
just gonna be like cheering you on.
You tell me you have a plan as an outsider that surpasses the plans of thousands of elves and fae before. You are ready to take a dookie on the lineage of those that have fallen before.
Yes.
please don't do that.
I-
I'd rather
no,
die than
I-
embarrass my family.
I don't know, not at all. I just mean we will find a way, as we always do, and we'll take Eugene's guidance, unless he's a arcane husk, in which case we'll.
Eugene can't guide us if he's gone mental.
All right, thanks. Mhm.
This is a conversation that maybe should have happened before.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I mean,
That's not our thing.
yeah. No, we should probably have had a discussion about this. The cutting down of an arcane husk that seems to have just crept up in this conversation.
Is it any worse than cutting down a vine blight? I mean,
Yeah, but we didn't even fucking manage that, did we?
Yeah, we did when he got back up again.
Aisling just kind of.
Yes! Ugh.
Aisling suddenly has his outburst.
Oh yeah, she's fully said that out loud.
What? So do you? I mean, you're not from here. You said. Are you just here for your harrowing, and then you'll return to?
I've been here for some time for my studies. Once I've completed my harrowing, I will not yet be prepared to return. It is a long journey for me. It is the place I will return to. I will return to finally, and there is a journey beforehand.
Got
To
it.
do with the harrowing?
No,
Oh, just like a personal little.
I
checklist kind of
need to
thing.
be better, faster, stronger, more powerful. before I can
Faster?
return. Yes.
Yeah, I was pretty fast.
I mean, that was
I
quite
could be faster
remarkable.
than that.
Uh,
I had not even made it to a sprint.
I know I could see you lagging a little bit. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
Is everyone taking the harrowing as efficient as you are?
There's only one other person taking the harrowing at this time, and she is a very different type of magic user. She's a sorcerer. and a wild magic sorceress. Hers is very
Hell
much
yeah.
about control.
Oh, nobody stand next to her.
It is.
Me, her best friends.
Efficiency is Skaith's domain. It is something that I deem pertinent. It does not have to be, as a great summoner, your domain is trust. It is belief. It is putting the belief that you don't wish to put on yourself right now into other people and other creatures. And
That's what we're for.
Right.
so
Shit.
it is, everyone does it different. It's like making soup.
What?
People do it differently. Sorry,
Soup-
soup is like a
babe,
liquid food.
Babe, I know.
I
I'm familiar
It is around this
with the
time,
concepts.
Eugene, you get a message arrive. Eugene, it's Falone. If everyone is okay and healed, could you meet me back in the market square? If Scathe is still with you and wishes to help, we could use the extra sword arm.
Oh, right. Do we need to be prompt? Is this an emergency situation?
Second spell, slight tone.
Yeah, how'd you like them apples?
As soon as you can, please. We could do with some advice.
They've run out of credit now, so you can't ask another
On
question.
our way. Falone needs us back in the square.
Has something
she
happened?
Said, I don't know, honestly, but she said...
But you didn't
if it's
ask?
possible. Well, I asked if it was urgent, and she said, come as soon as you can.
Yes,
Okay.
stop.
Scathe, she did also say if you weren't busy right now, that we could use the extra sword arm.
Oh, are we chopping?
Hello.
Apparently. I mean, I'll be okay to just leave Tilda upstairs and just leave.
That, didn't she?
Tilda will be okay. This is a little bit formality, a little bit for comfort. Tilda, she needs no one.
Okay.
Tilda is the best of us.
Hell yeah, Tilda.
She's good. Right, I suppose we should go then.
You guys
Okay.
head back towards the market. I think that's a really good place for us to take our break. We're going to go grab a drink, top up our hot drinks, and
Hot?
use facilities.
Hot?
Hot drinks? Coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Mm-mm.
Nikki, thank you so much. I love Skate.
Nikki!
It's payback for Koji.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And thank you for being so super sneaky with me about this.
Fucking
Yeah.
mad self. I had no idea.
Amazing.
We will be
I'm loving
back.
it. Thank you for having me.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. I'm really looking forward to playing with you. So, we'll be back in 10 minutes, about 5-2-ish.
Cool.
See you all very soon.
Bye.
And we are back. Hope you had a lovely break and grabbed yourselves some drinks and stretch and stuff like that. Wayne, have you stretched? Make sure you stretch.
This is stretching for me.
Before our break, our friends have met Skaith, the shadow elf blade singer, who is going to be taking his harrowing at the same time as Eugene. It has been an interesting meeting so far, full of different approaches to magic, some revelations that
Some shade.
some shade, some subtle dismissal of certain Dragonborn. It's been an interesting one so far. At the end of it, they were summoned back to the market square by Falone, the captain who is overseeing Eugene's active duty. And they left the cottage of Tilda Ironborough behind and made their way back through the town. The cafe has been closed by the time you've arrived, and the area has been cleared, and there are...
Closed while they mop up the blood.
Yeah,
Yes.
there are about 10, 15 Emerald Guard kind of standing around, waiting to be sent off. There's a couple of lieutenants who are talking to Falone, who then kind of nods, and they take parts of the squadrons off in different directions, and she stops and waits for you to arrive. Thank you for coming so swiftly. Sorry, she's Welsh. Thank you for coming so swiftly. I was hopeful you would. Is Tilda okay?
She is well. She is resting.
I have some news. Some of the locals saw those men consorting with another individual before the attack. Somebody who was not a member of the cafe staff. With some investigation, we have found out the direction they've gone, and my men are closing in on them. So we're hoping there's a ringleader that we can gather.
Well, should we go and help?
I was going to take you as my unit, if that's okay.
Yes, if we can move as quickly as we can.
So the district in question is a little further north. It's more of a warehouse district. It's a bit quieter, but apparently there have been some coming and goings. And it seems, from the information that we're getting, that it might be that there are some of these creatures around there somewhere.
Okay.
So
let's go.
She kind of takes to marching directly as soon as you've kind of acknowledged that, and starts heading out of the market through a number of streets. Every once in a while you can see other patrols of the Emerald Guard kind of going about. She stops and exchanges information with lieutenants and sergeants as she goes. Small squadrons, 5 or so men, so they can spread out and cover more distance quicker. The impression you get is that she's basically closing a trap. She's trying to force this individual into a small location so that they can take them. I would like someone to roll me a survival check for the group. I will add the modifier.
How about Scathe?
Does it include our modifier?
No, it's more along the lines. It's more of a kind of a. Well, how many of you are proficient in survival? I know Aisling is. Cool, and so is Falone.
I'm half proficient.
You're half proficient.
Are you?
Yes.
I'm not.
Okay, so
Oh, this is 7. It's plus 8.
8. No, so well, I just say just roll 1, and then I will add a modifier that I have in my head based on the number of you that are proficient.
7.
7.
Sorry. Everyone dies.
Sorry, pardon me. It is not bad. It comes in about 13. With all of your proficiencies. you kind of do shave off a couple of corners and kind of notice the urban planning works in a certain way. Between Rock, Falone, and Aisling, they kind of spot a couple of shortcuts that they can take. Eventually, you hear screaming.
Wonderful.
And I think without even thinking about it, you all take to flight towards the sound. You come around a corner and you watch as this tall, blue-scaled draconic creature that's taller, more muscular than the ones you've seen before, wearing
Don't get distracted, Rock.
certain, like wearing much more humanoid garb, conducting themselves in a much more humanoid manner, strikes down 2 Emerald Guard who are left standing with a lightning bolt, turns and hisses at you as you come around the corner. We're going to roll initiative.
Oh, dang.
Let me put you on the right map.
I'm gonna use my cheese dice for this one.
Oh yeah.
Let me just. There we are. Sorry, that's not. Wasn't supposed to be on there. What we'll do is we'll say that his first action, because he sees you coming, is he throws big. Why is this resized again? Okay, there we go. He throws down this gem and hisses something, and this huge draconic monstrosity appears in a kind of shadow of smoke. This thing looks like it's a dragon warped with a man. It is disgusting. So these things have all got slightly off proportions, but this thing is literally like someone has stitched together 2 creatures with magic.
That's very disconcerting.
It roars, and I will have initiative, please.
Yeah, I've done got 11, innit?
11 from Aisling.
Fucking shit.
I got 17.
17 from Scathe. Nice. Eugene?
13.
Oh, cool. And Rock.
20.
Oh!
Ooh, nice.
Okay, bitch.
Cool. So, Rock, you are up first. Scathe, you are on deck.
Okay. And this guy at the back is the one that we were trying to catch, correct?
Yes.
This one back here.
Yeah, and he's just made this other thing appear because I forgot to take this off the map.
I really like this.
Surprise!
Oh, eightfold paper again.
It's giving very Edwardian London. I like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, less Edwardian stuff at the moment.
Okay, so
That's fine. It's all right. You got time.
have I though?
Glad we got those feckin' spell slots back, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to. I'm going to run up here so that I can. Can I see this guy at the back?
You
I'd
can,
like to go
yeah.
where I can see him.
Well, he hasn't a chance to move, so you know he's still there as well. So
Okay. Should I try clever or should I just try hurt him?
that is entirely up to you.
Okay, so let me just check this, please, the wording on this.
No worries. Whilst you do that, I'm just
Okay,
going
that's too far.
to show this creature to our players.
Oh, don't.
It's gonna be spooky.
Did it work?
I can't
Show it
see
to
anything.
everybody.
No. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh no!
Dragon-fleshed abomination. What a lovely name.
Oh no, it's greasy hair. Oh no!
I know, seriously, dude, wash your hair.
Just a bit of dry shampoo, baby.
Honestly, make an effort, love.
Put some Batiste in that bad boy. You'll be looking. Right,
Seriously.
Hasn't even got frosted tips like Eugene's tentacles.
It's all the rage now, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so Chris, I am as my. I'm just checking that I can do things on bonus actions and stuff.
You're right.
Can I just check distance? Because I don't think from where I was, not too far to him, but it's too. Okay, so I'm going to run to where I am, and I'm going to cast a spell, and I need the guy at the back,
Yeah.
please, to make an intelligence saving throw.
With pleasure. It is a 21 from him.
Bollocks. Okay. So I am going to roll some stuff. Because he still takes half damage
That's awesome.
from Rock's Psychic Lance.
Amazing. Do you want to describe this from Scathe, what this looks like as you roll your dice?
Sure, initially it just looks like I'm glaring at him, which I probably am also. And then there's kind of waves of energy that kind of sort of just seem to kind of start from my head and then project almost like a beam of like distortion more than anything. So we have...
I have late 80s, early 90s Charles Xavier X-Men cartoon.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hang
Out
on.
of my head, Charles.
Ooh,
So he needs a metal helmet, that's what it is.
Yep.
so it's 17 points of damage.
17.
Psychic damage.
Psychic damage. He does seem to kind of throw off the biggest amount of that, but he does take some damage, and he feels like it hits. It's more along the lines of he's resisted than he is resistant.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then I am going to, as my bonus action,
Oh, your bonus.
yeah, okay. As my bonus action, I'm going to bardically inspire Eugene. So it's a D8.
D8. Awesome.
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, Eugene, remember you had the bedroll as well. The last time you had a long rest. Because
Oh,
in your den that I built you, you had the bedroll.
Well, you stack it because you've also got the D6 from
I got a D6.
Or wisdom.
Builder.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's just for wisdom saving throws, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're in Eugene's story now, you can tell.
Yeah.
Everybody else
We're
is
buffing
supporting.
Eugene for days.
Yep. That wizard's not going down. That wizard's not failing.
Nuh-uh. We love this wizard too much. Protect the wizard.
Cool.
I'm going to cast Enlarge on Eugene just for no reason other than because of big fun.
Scathe, it is your go.
Yeah, it is.
We don't even need
Just
to prepare anything. We'll just leave it up to Scathe.
Yeah. Oh.
Rock's having a sit down.
Yeah.
Right, we've engaged. Let's engage. Scathe begins to like hum like a discordant tune that kind of finds rhythm. Their eyes roll in the back of their head as they like
A little bit higher.
drop their cloak, pull the sword out, and begin entering their blade song, which is my bonus action.
Nice.
And I'm being specific about action economy because it's about to get funny. And then as my action, I'm going to cast haste on myself,
Cool.
which increases my speed, as does my blade song. So my speed is now 80 foot.
Lovely.
And my AC is now 20. I'm a wizard. And I'm going to go up to the guy who never left the My Chemical Romance concert in 2012, and make
He just
2
got
attacks.
stronger.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna make 2 attacks with my longsword.
Just a point of action economy. With
Yeah.
the attack action with haste, should it only be 1 attack from my understanding?
Oh, correct, because it's my hasted action this turn. It's 25 to hit.
25 will hit. He's a big boy.
Thank
He's hard to
Christ.
miss.
Yeah, and it's 10 longsword damage.
10 longsword.
But I'm like blade song active, hasted, just jittering like an over-caffeinated child, and right up in this dragon's flesh.
Got the
abomination.
zoomies.
Vibrating into another plane of existence.
Rock's like, is it my eye? Is it my eyes or is he vibrating? I'm really.
It looks like he could pass through a wall just by thinking about it. Just
Oh my god.
moving through. That's my turn.
Amazing.
Action, bonus action.
Wild.
Fantastic. Then it is the masterminds go. They hiss in Draconic, which I think where you're standing, Rock, you can just about make out, kind of, you understand is nuisances, spoilers of the gods' plans.
Sick. That's our new team name.
Honestly, if I'd had a gold coin for every time someone called us that.
And they breathe into their hands these 2 bolts of energy and kind of pull them out, and will fire these energy bolts, 1 at Scathe and 1 at Rock. So to hit, Scathe is, it's not great. That is a 14.
It does not hit.
And to hit Rock is even worse. It's a 9.
No.
We love to see it.
So you kind of just, I think the 2, Scathe, you're just too fast, and Rock, I think it just pings off of that wonderful armor you're wearing. Cool. And he will press himself a little further back. And that is his go. That will make it Eugene and Aisling, you were up next.
Cool.
Okay. Eugene is just gonna step slightly closer so he has a better line of sight. And then is going to cast Fireball sort of here, so I can get both of them.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's a dex save, please.
Ooh. Wow, that's brilliant. So he rolled a grand total of 5. And
Oh,
big
mwah.
guy
I'll get my dice ready.
rolled 11. So they are both taking full brunt.
Burn them.
Delicious.
Sorry, I didn't specify, but I am casting it at 4th level.
How many is that? That sounds
That's
like a
just
lot.
Lots.
not.
It's
It's just
lots.
9 d6.
Just 9d6.
9.
That's all.
Amazing.
20.
Why can't I hold all these d6?
I know. I know, I've dropped them all, and look, they're all very high.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Sorry, maths.
It's all right.
Distracting.
32 points of fire damage.
Blimey.
You are not messing around.
Burn, baby, burn. It's gonna burn out.
Yeah,
Eugene's trying to impress Skate.
Oh,
it's up to Scathe to say, but they certainly both take a lot of damage.
Yeah, you see
Oh,
like
was-
the
was
big,
the
like a big big purple portal like open in the sky above them, and this just like rain of purple fire comes through the portal.
So cool.
Absolutely brilliant. Cool. That
Does it look like fire damage lands?
fire damage landed.
Okay.
Smells like chicken burning.
And that is my turn because I do not have a bonus action.
That was a brilliant turn, though.
Yeah.
34 points.
Aisling, your go.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna move a wee bit closer as well, just about there. Can I squeeze in here?
Yeah, absolutely. You can squeeze your sense against the wall.
I'm going to bravely move forward and then hide in the doorway.
No, I want to get a line of sight of Fucko back here.
Yeah, I think you can about make him out just from there. I might make his DC a little higher because he's dodging around. But
Move closer.
Yeah, what if I'm here?
same thing. It's this big beast in the way.
Big, greasy,
Frickin-
hot beast.
Oh.
Now.
All right, I'm not going any closer because then I'll be.
Look, we don't kink shame here, but tastes are tastes.
And some are just wrong. Yeah.
All right. I will
Chris.
bonus action hex.
Hits straight away.
Fucko.
Yeah.
Yeah, back here. And I'll do disadvantage on strength checks.
Nice.
And then
Someone's been reading.
how dare you? And then I will blast him.
Blast him. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna blast him. Oh, feck it. Right, that was only a 13, so I'm assuming
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
no. Okay. Oh, that's better. 21.
He casts shield.
No.
Counter spell.
You can.
Oh, you're gonna count a spell.
Got there right just before.
Damn.
I don't think
We
you're
got
in
2
range,
counter
Eugene,
spells per round. Yeah, I'm not in range. That's right.
But I got you.
Amazing.
Is that a level 1 shield? Is it just down now?
Level 1 shield is down. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. So that is 11 damage with the blast and another 2 necrotic from the hex.
So that is. Ooh, he is not looking well.
What a shame.
Amazing. It is. It's for Loam's go. She is going
Go on, babe.
to run forward, and you see her weave a symbol in the air, which looks like it's made from green energy, and the same symbol appears on the head of the giant draconic creature. And she pulls down a bow and fires it up, and 5 arrows come down.
Ooh.
Ooh.
She cool.
He needs to
Get
make a
fucked.
dexterity saving throw. He succeeds, so he takes half. He pulls his wings up and reduces the amount of damage. But she does.
I can do that.
Well, she rolled really well, so he's
Rock
still.
can't be so insecure at the moment that he's feeling overshadowed by a big, greasy flesh monster.
He still takes quite a bit of damage. He's not looking well either. This might be over very quickly. But that does make it the monster's go. 2 things happened. Scathe. From where you're standing, you notice that its flesh starts to knit and heal.
Ew.
Bitch.
Disgusting.
Also, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Because he smells
He
bad.
smells awful.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wait, where am I? Am
I-
I having to do it too, or am I okay?
You're far enough away. You're okay.
Whew.
There's a reason the other guy stood back.
And Scathe is like here.
Yeah, con save.
Yep.
It's not great. 13.
Rage, you fail. You are poisoned for the next round.
Stink poison.
He got bad BO.
Smelly poison.
He also starts making a
Oh, no!
sound.
Oh god, he's got a hairball. Oh no.
Oh god, someone get a dish.
And I
A
need,
dish.
Catch it. This is a very carpet.
I need Scathe, Rock, and if someone could please roll for loan.
My rolls have been garbage. Bagsy not it.
Constitution saving throw again.
Oh.
Constitution. Come on, come on. Ooh, okay.
16,
Constitution. 15 for me.
15.
I rolled a
Thick,
12
but Scape is still
alone.
Okie dokie. So anyone who rolled 14 or above, you take half of this as this kind of big cloud of acidic air kind of comes out of this creature. 5.
Just to double check. I'll wait for you to finish math.
12. 12, 22, 24. What would you like to check?
I wasn't paying enough attention. Am I in range of this?
No.
Okay, cool.
So those of you who rolled above a 14, you take 22 damage. 22? No, hang on. That was wrong.
Other way around.
24.
Or not.
People who roll below 14, you take 12 damage. Everybody else takes... No, that's wrong.
Other way around.
Other way around. Right.
Those who rolled above 12.
If you succeeded, you take
of
half
it.
of 24 damage there. Let me let you do the maths on that one.
Is it,
Let me
what,
trust you.
Satan.
what damage type is that, Chris?
It is acid. So if you do have a spell that allows you to protect against it, you can use it, although you just
I've
use your
used my
reaction.
this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think, Aisling, you're just like, oh, that's horrible.
Ugh!
Top of the round, Rock.
Okay. So, question, Chris. Is it possible for me to move past this big guy without getting an opportunity attack?
No, this thing looks very capable of hitting you.
But I shall move.
I mean, you can move
Okay.
into combat with him and then move around him.
Yeah, as long as you don't leave, right? It's when you leave their area that they get.
Yeah.
the
No,
attack.
but I'm going to leave his area. I'm going for the guy at the back.
Okay.
So I want to get there. That's as far as I can get.
Yeah.
So,
He,
so I guess he will get an opportunity attack.
he will do.
How do you guys do in initiative communication?
Pretty very free form, to be fair.
A lot of yelling.
Just as somebody who has done a lot of combat, I think Scathe would say something along the lines of, "I can get him, just because I can."
Because you can move like the wind. Yes.
Just
Yeah.
an attempt to stop you taking the opportunity attack. If you wanted to, if you couldn't get to him on your turn.
Yeah, I think Rock would just go.
You're going to go for it? Okay.
Yeah.
He rolled a natural 1 as his tail comes slapping down on the... I'm rolling like toffee today. This huge tail slaps on the cobbles next to you, but is nowhere near you, and you can keep moving.
Nice.
Okay.
How did you reduce the challenge of your combats, Chris? Well, I just rolled terribly.
All right.
Yep. So
So-
you can carry on your movement free of concern.
Well, that's where I would get to where I am now.
Okay, cool.
From where I was, that's 30 feet. So,
Yeah.
which I think is my speed still. Yes, 30 feet. So I'm going to get to there. But I am within 10 feet of him.
Okay.
So I am going to use Performance of Creation. and I am going to create a cage,
Ooh.
Okay.
which appears above him,
Yep.
and it drops because it is in an unoccupied space within 10 feet of me.
As we sort of said before, I'm going to give him a dexterity saving throw to try and dodge out of the way. But your spell DC is much higher than it used to be.
Ish.
It's not great. It's only a 14.
No, he does.
Ha!
Bang.
So that is my action. And for my bonus action, I will, I'll Bardic Inspire Aisling.
Thanks. D8, yeah.
Correct. Actually, if you'll allow, Chris, if I have to use my bonus action for it, I will. But I would just yell to the rest of them and just say, "Don't kill him!"
That's good because Aisling was actually going to ask.
And
So
I'm
are
going
we
to
murdering this guy or what?
Literally!
and I'm
You
going to
would see
say
the cage go down and be like, oh.
I'm going to stay exactly where I am and basically not take my eyes off that guy.
Okay. Awesome. I like that. Very cool. That makes it Skave's go, and then the mage will respond after that.
Ashling's like a dog on a lead when they see the squirrel, which is they go to run and they go, "Oh, okay, we're not."
Yeah.
We're not chasing that squirrel."
Literally. Literally.
Right.
And just as
Normal
hairy.
action. Normal action. 2 attacks on dragon.
Yep.
Flesh beast. The lowest one being a 15.
Those should both hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that for me. And
I
then
love that for you
as-
too. I don't like it for
As
him.
as my hasted action, I'm going to cast Booming Blade, which means I get another weapon attack,
Yep.
which is an 18, so I assume that one hits.
That will also hit. Yep.
So I'm just going to do this. It's 3 weapon attacks and
Mhm.
a D8. So the D8 of lightning is 7. How wonderful. And the 3 weapon attacks are... Or do you want me to say them one by one?
Do them one by one because he has got some resistances.
6 from the weapon attack from that one.
Yeah.
11 from the other weapon attack.
Yeah.
And 13 from the other weapon attack. These are Blade Song ones, so they're all magical for the purposes of overcoming resistances.
Wonderful.
Because D&D couldn't think of a more succinct way of putting that. Then
Magic stuff, man.
magic.
Cool.
Yeah,
I think
magic.
I'm just going to swing round. I was going to do something else, but I think I'll let Rock have his cage boy, and I will stay there.
That sounds so wrong.
Yeah, it really
That was
does.
not what I meant. It
Also
was-
right.
I do not want a cage boy, thank you.
Cool. Scathe. Describe your kill.
Hey!
Then let's get after it's 2 very swift attacks with the long sword, and then like a full kind of like pirouette spin that kind of builds up this like static charge on the sword for the booming blade. As it swings round, like the momentum just carries say through the body, like entirely through to the other side, and is on the other side of this creature as it just like in the same way that a Jenga tower falls inwards.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nice.
Amazing. At the end of your go, I will get you to make a Constitution saving throw because the stench is horrible.
Smelly roll.
Yeah.
17.
Cool. Your poison drops. You
Hey.
managed to resist it. He did.
Rip.
Dead.
Cool. It is this mage's go. He kind of looks at this cage that's apparated in front of him, scowls at Rock, turns into mist.
Count spell.
It's an innate ability.
Oh.
Sorry.
Rats.
I'm sorry. He does have spells and he has an
no.
innate ability as well, and this is one of his innate abilities.
People. This is what Skater was telling Eugene. People prepare to fight casters.
He turns into smoke appears right beside you, Rock. Says the words, "Death to the false heir," and rips his own throat out. I need you to make me a dexterity saving
Explodey
throw.
Dexterity saving. Oh, okay. That's one of, well, it's the only good one.
Oh my god.
Oh, natural 20 plus 6. 26.
Amazing. Cool. It's half as much. So this thing kind of, you're expecting it to explode in like this big burst of acid like you've seen before. It starts to spark and jitter, and this big bolt of lightning leaps out from where it is. You take some damage, but you escape most of it as you dive to the right just in time. You take 36 points of lightning damage. And you are left in this alleyway with
Oh fuck! It was an alleyway.
Aisling suddenly realizes with this slowly dissolving corpse and this charred remains.
I think the first thing you hear after the explodey lightning bolt is just Rock going, "No!"
It's worth a try.
I was really clever. I didn't realize they had these abilities.
This was all very unpleasant.
Is
I
it?
assume this is not commonplace for people to try to assassinate you, or
Oh, well, you say
It
that.
wouldn't be the first time, let's just put it that
Or
way.
the second or third or
Rock's going to walk straight towards Malone and just say, "Are there any others? Are there any other leads?"
Not that we know of, I'm afraid. But we'll keep looking. Iskarok, is this an imperial thing? Should we be worried?
I have no idea. I am not the heir to any throne in the Empire. I have no idea what heir they're talking about. The high house that I am part of is being run by my sister. Like, I don't know. I do not know anything about the Empire undertaking anything. And as far as I've just recently found out, these creatures have only recently been spotted in the Empire. So they have been created or appeared or arrived elsewhere first. So I doubt it's... I don't know.
We've heard the term Dragon King before, right? Can I do some kind of roll to see if I remember?
History check, if you like.
You got Bardic Inspiration still.
Theo can't remember, but Eugene
Or where
might.
Chris has told you before, and whether it was because it was definitely mentioned in Skier's Sweethearts, which is the first time it showed up. Go and watch Skier's Sweethearts if you'd like a little bit more background on what's going on.
That's a 27.
27. It's a relatively new term. It's one that has popped up over the last couple of months, and you've heard it since you've started adventuring. The Cult of the Dragon, you know, the Cult of the Dragon, it's different forms. Basically, it's usually a cult attached to a particularly powerful dragon. So one of the misnomers that has always been is like they talk about your father defeated the Cult of the Dragon. He defeated a cult of a dragon.
The dragon cult, not the cult of the dragon.
Yeah.
are they like different Freemasons lots?
Yeah, exactly.
Like they kind of have a similar vibe, but like they're all completely distinct organizations.
And
Yep.
the Cult of the Dragon that you met on Parshkik were
Yeah, we established that because
they were not
the
bad.
same. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Dragon King, that's new. It sounds a lot like the Dragon Lords, who of
Yeah.
course warred across the whole scattered lands, manipulating and controlling dragons before the birth of the Empire. Or in fact, if you like, the whole reason the Empire was formed in the first place, to bring order to a chaotic land.
Okay.
But even those were multiple. They were the Dragon Lords. There wasn't one particular. So
But it does all seem, and the other thing that, with that lovely history roll, what I will say to you is, you remember you were looking into these draconic creatures, and you did find out that some cults of the dragon went as far as to turn themselves into partial dragon creatures,
yeah, I remember us hearing that.
trying to replicate the birth of miracle that was the birth of the first Dragonborn.
Really unpleasant.
Some of them do even nastier stuff as well, but you don't want to talk about that in public.
No, it's fine. Let's not.
Not before you've eaten.
He's Eugene.
Yes.
Using your expertise around the summonings and the creations and conjurations, do you not want to see if you can detect some remnant magic? See if you could find a source around the big one that was thrown down.
I mean, I could, but I'd have to ritually cast it, so I don't know if...
You guys could also investigate or do an arcana check if the two of you want to have a look it over.
Yeah,
that'll
I'll
be-
look it over.
It was the gem he threw down, wasn't it? You said.
Can I do some like basic bitch investigating?
Of course, yeah. Anybody around there, yeah, can kind of give it a once over.
Scape is kind of thinking both. How did the summon take place? Was this thing inside the gem, or was it called from another place? And also, was this creature entirely draconic in nature? Did it maybe have an air of monstrosity? Like there are
Perfect.
these kind of tags that magic users put onto creatures, and can we better understand?
Yeah.
I used my bardic, so I got a 32.
I think Skate, you're kind of going through things and you're kind of trying to work things out.
Yeah,
and,
stand back, Skate. Eugene's got this.
and you just,
As I would expect.
yeah, you just watch Eugene have this this complete sort of hyper
As a Sherlock Holmes moment.
Yeah. First off, you find the remnants of the gem. You turn them over, and I think you guys are talking about what Skate is looking for and what you're trying to look for. The gem is a container, much like the elemental gem that Rock had before.
Does it say on the back "Made in the Empire"?
Proud made in the Empire, and a little black flag.
It's a container, so it was forced into that thing for transportation, much like an elemental would be trapped in a gem for the similar factor. It's quite powerful magic, but not easy to come by. The creature would be classified as a monstrosity. It's not quite human enough to be human, and it's not quite dragon enough to be a proper dragon. It does kind of has a residue about it of draconic magic. Most interestingly, you find a belt sort of lodged around, kind of where this thing would have had a pauldron if it were human, just kind of trapped in part of its skin. You tug it out. It does have something that you've seen before. It does have a symbol that would have belonged to an Imperial Legion.
Okay, I think I would immediately show that to Rock. Then.
Whoa.
This is the 50th Legion. This is.
Would I know who they are?
This is the Legion that was partially disbanded and rebuilt because it was involved in the destruction of certain gnome towns.
Oh God, we found the genocidals.
Do we think these people are victims or willing participants in this experiment?
I'm not sure. I feel like at this point it could be either way.
Or both.
It could be fanatics wanting to give themselves to a higher purpose. I mean, I'd say that was the case of the other one, the one who seemed to be in control.
The one that ripped their own throat out?
Yeah,
Yes, I think fanatic is accurate.
but we have come across several other draconic creatures, and yeah, it's unsure. I'm unsure whether they're. I think many of them are being controlled against their will.
Okay.
We'll pick up the investigation here. The immediate threat is off, at least.
Can I? Actually, I'll ask. I'll ask her if I can take the symbol.
Of course. I think.
I mean, you're welcome to have it. It's not to keep it secret. It's more that I wanted as proof to ask some questions.
Aisling's already drawn it, so she remembers it.
I think that's wise, and also Skaith. We don't want to cast aspersions that the Empire are up to something yet. So, what we'll do is we'll keep that information to the certain parties, and till we find out what these things are a bit more.
Is the big creature still around?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, there's
It
there's your evidence.
explode. Yeah.
yeah.
It is slowly.
I think
It is
Skate is
decomposing
gonna,
quicker than you would expect.
Skaith is going to rip out a fang
Oh, cool.
and
Ooh.
throw it to Eugene.
Oh god.
Okay.
This is your active service now?
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
You need proof?
Oh, right, yeah, okay, thanks.
Even your closest friends will struggle just to take your word for something that a big flesh dragon monster fell out of a gem and then disappeared.
Do you know? No, we really wouldn't actually.
We believe that.
Yep, not in the slightest, to be honest.
I would, but I'd be fucking with you, so.
But yes, very, very good idea.
Isoro,
Yes.
I would like you to know that it is very clear that these people consider you an enemy. And
So it seems.
for your time here, you are in part under my protection. It is, if they are your enemy and they are my enemy, that makes us friends.
Thank you. Thank you.
Faith, but
That's much appreciated. Yes. Anyway, we should probably be going now. Wait, where are we going now?
If I were you, I would make your way back to to the city. I will finish my report, and I will support the fact that Eugene has finished his active service. Thank you all. You have made this all. And she kind of does glance at the bodies of the Emerald Guard a little easier.
How have we made this easier? There literally have been Emerald Guard killed, civilians killed, dragon creatures in the middle of the street. I can't imagine people are going to think we made this easier.
I'm choosing to see it this way. Whatever they were planning, your arrival forced their hands. So yes, people got hurt. But it could have been much worse if they had been allowed to continue.
how long have you been here?
Well, what time is it now?
Just a few hours.
That is a perfect point. These people must have been here. They must have infiltrated a long time ago, and they were planning something, and they gave up their plans in an attempt to kill you. Isarok, you were bait for them to reveal themselves, and now they are dead. Who knows what they were planning?
Yeah, yes, okay, fair. I see your point. Just stop being so stupidly rational. But first of all, why were they here? I mean, what are they planning that involves this really quite darling little town. And secondly, did they know we were going to be here? What? Oh, God, I've got a headache. I need a drink.
Leave the rest of the investigation to us, and I'll make sure that we're passing any information we get back.
And please do apologise to the people in that cafe. I'm happy for my family to pay for any damages or.
Oh, you're fine. I think the only thing they really have to worry about is cleaning up a little bit of your and my blood.
Well, and probably restaffing, as it appears 90% of their staff were psychopathic murderers in disguise.
Aisling, you can roll me an insight check for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maths is so gross.
And it
25.
25. Philone's you know Filone quite well. She's putting on a very brave face for Rock, and she's talking him down, but actually what she'd like you all to do is leave so she can scream and wail and hit something.
Yeah. Okay. I'll sort of, as subtly as Aisling can do, subtle, get us to move along. Right,
So,
fucking, let's go.
yeah. So Ashling's going to go, they don't want us here anymore, let's go now.
Yes, let's head off. She will go and give Filona a hug real quick before she goes, though.
She buries her head in your hair a little bit to hide her face for a second, and
there's lots of hair.
You do feel her shake a little bit in a way that she can only really do with friends. But she squeezes your elbows. She goes, "It'll be all right. I'll sort it out."
Okay, but you gotta come say hi again before we go.
Oh,
yeah?
I'm sure I'm going to be visiting a lot over the next few
otherwise, because if you don't visit, I'll do a crime, and then you'll have to visit. So.
please, and I cannot state this more sharply.
Just saying, she's already walking away. Just saying, if you don't come see me willingly, I'm just gonna have to do another felony. So.
Eugene, you heard that right? She's your responsibility if she does crime.
Da, 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 da.
That is not fair.
Bye for that, love you, bye, la 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 la.
Ashley, please, no crimes. We had this discussion.
Balls in her court. Balls in her court. Come on, let's go.
Scathe, where are you staying with Tilda, or?
I've parcels to deliver and people to communicate on Tilda's behalf. In the kind of shepherding towards the final journey is mostly spiritual, is a little less literal, and it may be the case that she gets up in the middle of the night and the call is too strong. So it's a case of I'm fulfilling her wishes. So I'm coming, and also if more people reveal themselves as monsters in an attempt to kill you, I would like to be there.
We would quite like you to be there as well.
Yes.
Okay, I just wondered if you were coming back with us now, that's all.
Yes, to deliver. I just got
oh, yes, you've got the letters, yes, okay, good.
You make your way back through the town. It's still a lot busy, and lots of people kind of stopping and seeing you. I think word has spread what's happened quite quickly. Lots of Emerald Guard moving.
Sorry.
People applauding you as you go past these strange out-of-city protectors who came out of nowhere and defeated these enemies hidden amongst them. You do get back to the airship landing, and there is a crowd gathered. Solemn, quiet. A single frail-looking older elf has made her way to the airship landing. Over her shoulder is a single bag, and she's quietly shaking hands and giving kisses and cuddles to a town's worth of people who remember and love her. She smiles gleefully as the four of you arrive. I think it's time.
Skate's just going to go up and like bow at her and in like knightly, if you were to
Yeah.
do a thing, and then like just like hold her hand and give her a small kiss on the knuckles and say, I will deliver these messages. You have my word. I hope that your rest is...
You're coming with me to the city now, though, right?
Yes, but this ceremony it's...
Well, you can all keep me company on the flight. I'd like to hear about your adventure. Yeah, there were dragons. I see the dragons
Loads
since I was
of them.
very young. Your journey back on this skiff is full of her questions, like that sort of grandmotherly energy as she kind of like extracts. She doesn't understand everything, but she extracts all the information she can. She makes
Ashley's loving it. It
Yeah.
reminds her of at the orphanage when she'd rock up and be like, I found this bug! And just went off on one. And they actually like tolerated her doing that.
Watch me do a cartwheel.
Yeah, absolutely that energy.
Are you watching? Watch! You're not watching! Watch!
Ashley's collecting as many grandparents as possible.
Yeah, totally.
Eugene, she has a lot of questions about your spell casting, and she talks to you about what you did in the thing. She marvels at how wonderfully brave Rock was to kind of try and capture something and to stand in it. And she definitely has lots of pleasant and wonderful things, like that proud grandmother energy for Scathe as well. She adores her last journey with you all. When you get to the Sky Dock on the other side, the area has been cleared. Apart from 4 figures dressed in black armor, blacker even than rocks, that just seem to drain the light around them. All of them masked with this chitinous plate that covers their face, apart from one. Skin that's dark maroon with beautiful silver eyes and long silver blonde hair. A woman, tall, proud, walks forward. The Eternal Court welcomes you, Tilda. We have been waiting. It is time to join your ancestors. And Tilda smiles. I get to see my husband and wife again. And she stands up and takes this woman's hand. Rock, I'd like you to roll me a history check.
Oh, not bad. 21.
As this woman casts her glances over all of you, she nods in respect to Scathe and to Eugene, and her eyes settle on yours for a second. This woman is the spitting image of Delilah Devereaux.
I fucking knew it. Knew it.
She takes Tilda by the hand. They do not acknowledge you other than casting an eye on you, and they just walk, and this shadowy portal opens and closes behind them. As they're gone, life starts again. It's almost as if the city was holding its breath for Tilda to part, and everything goes back to normal very quickly, leaving the 4 of you with other passengers kind of bustling past.
Ashley's probably going to look at Scathe and just sort of, you okay?
I'm okay. I'm elated. I'm ecstatic. We are in such rarefied air.
That was a lot of rolled R's.
Pick an accent and then only choose words that make it very difficult to speak. That's really my whole thing.
It's a gift.
Yeah. Yes, it is a tremendous honor even for elves and the Fae to see, let alone for an outsider. It is majesty.
Okay, that's good. I just wanted to check.
Why do you think I would not be?
I don't know, because it's like someone that you knew, and she's like gone
Yes.
now.
But it's like seeing someone you know succeed or win, or like there is no failure or I will see her again one day in the
I wish
distant
when he
future.
died it was that easy. And she'll sort of gesture at Rock.
It is.
I don't like that
It
with
is-
him.
There is no sorrow in goodbyes when you have spent so much time doing so much and affecting so many people. The elves love time because time loves the elves. It is a great romance of our people. It is. So there is no sadness in goodbye because it will all come round again.
Okay. That's good.
As
Are you all okay? It was not spooky?
Nah, we've seen, I'm cool with spooky shit, apart from hags in the back garden. But that was...
Don't ask.
I won't. Well, you need to submit, as do I now. I mean, we have both finished
Gotta go hand in your homework. You did it!
acts of service.
As if knowing you were coming, there's a couple of familiar figures kind of approaching the dock. One of whom is very familiar, looking pleased as punch, is Grandpere Zelman.
Skate bows deeply and
Stop it. Stand up, Skate. Stand up straight. Smile. Be proud. I've heard good things. And kind of guides you round. And this is the energy that he always hits you with. Like, and he just grabs Eugene under one arm, goes, "You little rascal." Amazing work from what Falone has nothing but glowing positivity for you, and I'm looking forward to the
Oh, I
full
don't
report.
think I really did that much, honestly.
Eugene did so good. There was a fireball the size of a moon that just like came down. It was mad.
I also received a message from Bigpus, who's apologized that he didn't get to talk to you directly, but is very pleased you managed to help. That is so good. Which just leads me to introduce you to the High Proctor of the Silver Star Scholistus. He turns, and this very elegant star elf with like these long black and silver robes, like dedicated with like two like very evenly matched stars. Kind of steps forward and holds out their hands. Greetings, I am the High Proctor. Scathe has already met me, but I have not had chance to meet you yet, Eugene. And
it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Your acts of service complete. This is impressive stuff. Rest well, both of you, and I will see you in the Scholistus 2 days hence. Make your final preparations. Your harrowing will begin at the break of dawn. 2 days. I shall gather the last of the attendants and make sure that the appropriate guardians, and he kind of nods to Scathe, are ready. In the meantime, if there is anything you need at all, you have the former Commodore at your hand, who can explain everything. I expect great things from both of you. Great things. Turns on his heel. You can see there's like a moment between him and your grandparent, just like this whole sort of like, these two have obviously known each other for a long time. It's that it goes beyond professional.
They were roommates.
They were roommates, weren't they? Yeah.
Beyond professional.
Yeah. It's that deep root where you've worked with someone so long that you know them as a personal friend as well.
Personal. Good gal pals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're best friends.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Should we go and get you some food? Okay, it is always a pleasure. You are welcome at the estate, of course, if you wish to join us. If not, we shall see you in a couple of days.
I would not turn down an offer from a master.
Come then, come. I'm certain Taletta will be glad for the guests. And if she's not, she can shout at me instead.
I was going to say, she does seem to love it when you surprise her with guests.
And he leads you to a sky car to bring you back to the estate. And that is where I'm going to close off today's episode. Boom. Nikki, thank you so much for coming and bringing Scathe to us.
Thank you, Nikki.
Welcome, Nikki.
And thank you to my other players as well for being.
Oh yeah, we were here too.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, we didn't do much, but you know.
We gave moral support and made
And
Nikki
we
look
helped.
And we
Yeah.
helped. You helped a lot. That fireball did a tremendous amount of damage. So yes.
Also, Skaith, the way you described your fireball has affected the way Skaith perceives you.
Interesting.
Skate will remember that.
Yeah.
Ah dear. Amazing. Okay, we are back with Nikki. That for you. Next week. I don't need to be secret about it anymore. Next week.
Your hours now.
Yeah, next week, back with Nikki New Hair.
Nikki
And-
knew hair.
Next week we begin the harrowing.
Gauntlet.
Yeah, thank you.
It's the harrowing. Don't diminish its severity.
We have to. Eugene's gonna throw up.
Eugene gonna be seeing his lunch.
I really enjoyed being a foil, not to Eugene, but to Eugene's anxiety.
That's all
Yeah,
I
I've really
and Rock
enjoyed
are, really.
the dynamic between them. It's very good.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
I did love it when Dave did the whole. Yeah, it's almost perfect. Doing Eugene's face. Really? Almost.
The thing is, though, like there would have been like that split second of like, you what, mate? But then also
Yeah.
like, I do want to be the best, and I'm pretty impressed by you. You seem like
Yeah.
you really know what you're talking about. So yes, please do tell me.
That's why it was so good because then you went,
Yeah.
oh, like what? Like, but it was the initial like, excuse me.
Whereas Aisling's ended at you what, mate?
I mean, just to be fair, Aisling always goes in at you what, mate, and then kind of wheels back
good
from
point.
there.
Because she uses that shit like punctuation, much like swearing.
We're gonna let everybody say where they can be found and what they've got coming on. I'm going to go clockwise as they are on my screen. That may not be what they see, so they might be slightly surprised. I'm going to start with Wayne.
Surprise. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us again for this episode with the wonderful Nikki, and thanks in general for joining us. Yeah, you can find me everywhere on the internet on Created by Wayne, on YouTube doing things, and on Instagram doing fewer things, but still things. And that's it.
Lots of things on Instagram.
That's it. Thanks, Kate. Love you. Bye.
Well, yes, your wonderful designs are for sale, so people should drop by his. Your
Oh yeah, I've got a
website,
shop now too. Yeah.
to check out.
Ooh.
They are beautiful templates, wonderfully designed to help you build any website that you need to. They look stylish and cool, and I'm very excited watching Wayne build them.
Also, I've got some weird T-shirts coming out soon.
They look cool, so I'm excited for them.
Well, they're not weird, but they have fun things.
It'd be good. I'm looking forward to those launching soon as well. Because then when you get those, you can do ours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Theo, could you go second, please?
That's me.
Cheers.
You can find my illustration and stuff on my website, which is theoblueillustration.com, and there is links there to find me on other social media if you wish to see pictures of my cat.
That is always worth doing.
Pre-order the book.
Oh yeah, don't forget to bring this book.
Yeah, you can.
Hey, I have it on really good authority that Eugene's player, Theo, has a book coming out. You should totally pre-order that. Or I might come and see you. You won't like that. No.
Alabaster, you're getting meta. Get back in your cage.
Shit's got
We
weird.
talked
again,
about
man.
threats last week.
We discussed this. All right, boundaries with real life.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
you discussed it and I ignored you. That's how this works.
Charlie is going to start getting possessed by Alabaster now, which I'm okay with.
Charlie, where can we find you, lovely?
Probably behind bars.
Not yet. They got to catch me
Gotta
first, and I
catch
can
me
whip it.
first.
All my shit is at charlievince.com. That's got links to my social media, which is just Instagram and Tumblr at the moment because everything else sucks. I am also doing little drawing streams Thursday afternoons now because I've won at therapy, so I don't have to do therapy on Thursdays anymore.
Is that a regular every Thursday now?
Yeah, for whenever I
I mean,
fucked.
generally, yeah.
Yeah, so Thursdays I do silly little drawing, fun, chill streams. And
Yeah.
my website's got my shop and everything on it. And hi, mum, love you, mum.
Hi,
Charlie's
Charlie's
mum.
Mum.
Me and mum are hanging out the weekend. Gonna see you tomorrow.
Lovely.
Nice.
That's so cool. Nikki, can we just give a big shout and appreciate for our
Nikki!
wonderful guest star?
Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you,
for being a guest.
Nikki.
Where can these wonderful people find you?
LinkedIn probably is the best place to find me, and that's not a joke. I'm doing so
Nice.
much work at the moment.
That's true.
And
How have I not
I'm very
got you on
excited.
LinkedIn?
I've nothing. I'm on Blue Sky as well, guys. Nikki Ellison. .bluesky.social. Confusing username system, whatever that is. But yeah, I'm there. I'm with the cool kids now because somebody I respect a lot said, "Hey, I want you on this platform," and gave me a code, and that was like, "Oh shit."
Oh.
Unsurprising to anyone, I have a lot of things that I've been quietly working on because that's me. And now all of a sudden I have time, so maybe one of them will come to the foreground. Until then, catch me on the basketball court working on my jump shot. You know, on me.
Nice.
Love it.
I'm going to
Nice.
try it for the Toronto Raptors because it's the closest I'll get to being a dinosaur.
Yes.
Nice.
Love it. Cool. That just leaves me. You can find me and all my social stuff on my little tiny Linktree page, which should be popping up on that one. Also, social media at Chris Mepham RPG, wherever your media is socialed. But don't worry about Twitter. I'm giving it up for now. I'm done. But you can
garbage.
find me on Blue Sky as of yesterday.
Okay, I'll try that one tonight as well then.
Yeah. Jay, who you guys all met before, played Fulton, convinced me to jump on. So going to give it a go, see what happens. Still on Instagram, still on Threads, still on Tumblr. Probably more importantly, follow some other heroes, to be honest. Like, they're everywhere at some other heroes. Keep up with what we're doing. And we have a Discord, which I probably should have talked about earlier today. It's
Our
lovely.
Discord is so fun.
It's great.
It's fun.
I'm
So fun.
It's full of wonderful characters telling us wonderful stories, like throwing theories about lots of pictures of beautiful animals. Memes
Mum, you've got to figure
for
out how to use
days.
Discord. You'll love it.
It's brilliant. It's really hilarious as well.
That link is not working, guys.
Is that not working?
Oh, he's so quick, doesn't it?
It has expired, but I will get the proper link.
Okay, if you don't mind, Han, whilst I kind of do that.
Yeah, no worries,
I
man.
fixed that last week, so I can't believe they've done that to me I'll sort it out. I'll sort
I
it
think
out.
it's just, I think it's just in the book thing on here, but
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I had Rooney. That's the thing. I don't know. It kind of told
I
me
think
it
you
was
have.
okay.
That's what I say. I think it's just the. Anyway.
Okay, I will update that. That's fine. Technology, man.
It's
happens.
tricky.
We will be back next Sunday with the continuing adventures in New Doan. Keep an eye on our socials for any other details. And if you missed any episodes or you want to catch up, or maybe go and see what on earth I was referring to, Skiers Sweethearts, all our past episodes and our other adventures are on our YouTube. It's really worth sorting out. You can watch them at your own pace. And they are available through YouTube as podcast as well.
And the
Nice.
stupid trailer that I made is on YouTube as well.
Oh my god! Thank you to Charlie for that trailer. It is so
fucking
good.
It's so good.
So stupid.
It's so good. Honestly, I was just beside myself with that. I really love it.
Big shout out
Yay.
to you for doing that for us, Charlie. I really appreciate it. It
You're
was
welcome.
everything I
It was really
wanted and more. Awesome. That's us. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Take care of one another. Roll some dice. Tell some stories. And we'll see you very soon.
Love you, bye.
Bye.